Hello, everyone. Welcome out to episode 79 of Sunforged. How are we all doing today?
How you doing?
It's so good.
I'm great, thanks. Good to see you, Dodger, in the shroom outfit. She was worried about putting it on. And I was like, no, it's awesome.
I was just gonna say something. It's so
cute. Good.
It's so cool.
I
He's such a
messaged
fun
Joe
guy
like,
right now.
shut up. I messaged Joe like, I just realized I do not have a normal camera hooked up to anything.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's fitting. I think it's better than looking like a still image, so it looks great.
Thanks, bud.
No, you got it. Use whatever you need. Hey, everyone. Good to see you. Welcome back after our week break. We left off on a pretty big moment. I know the last episode was one of our longest of this campaign. So I appreciate you guys again for sticking out for it. We won't go that long this time. We kind of got a hard out around midnight my time, 6 CST. So we'll play on until then. So before we do
you
dive...
took some fucking liberties last session, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I took your time and I abused it. I apologize.
I loved it, though. I did like it.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for saying. I believe you. I believe you. Well, hey, has anyone got anything they want to shout out before we dive into it?
Shout out my boy Tomorrow. He joins he woke up with liver spotted hands and a bad back.
What the fuck?
Because he's in the 30 club.
Oh, hell yeah, dude!
No, not. He's wrong.
He's 30 today, dude.
Happy 30th.
Years old.
Happy 30th.
He's practically dead.
I've still got one more year. One more good year.
He's
For
29.
31.
His spine is fused.
He's 29. I just want him to feel it early.
One more year.
Good luck.
I feel like
One
I'm
more
dying.
year.
Show you all you can.
Yeah.
Wait, are you the baby of the group?
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Talk about this every year. We're like, is
Dude,
he the baby? Yes.
He's the lost millennial.
I'm the last millennial.
That's a
Bree and
cool
me are,
title.
like
That's a
really
cool title.
close, surprisingly. I found out recently.
He's officially the
Yeah.
lost
That's a new
millennial.
Star Wars movie.
Last one they
Shayne,
ever
you're
did.
33, right?
Yeah, I'm March
Yeah.
6th.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
February 33.
So we're
Yeah.
like really close.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 30. I think I'm 30. I'm 33, right? 2 months before you guys.
Jesus.
Does he get
December.
birthday inspiration?
What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
I think I'm that. I was confused between 32 or 33. Yeah, he does. He gets a birthday inspiration. He has a heroic inspiration reroll any dice he wants on his birthday. Though this is a very roleplay heavy one, so it might chunk on over to the next
Maybe
one.
next week.
We'll see.
Oh, you think this will carry over for me?
Wow, depends.
He's gonna just roll for everything now.
I was gonna say, he's just gonna speed run using that shit.
Insight check.
Depends on if you
Saving
make
Maybe
his
I don't
important
use it.
roles.
I thought that depends on if you make a shout out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was actually going to finish the sentence with that, and then I thought, that's mean to do on the birthday. No,
Let's
my
switch
birthday gift to you,
together.
dude, is that you don't have to do a shout today, okay?
Thanks.
Whoa!
I was really worried
That's-
about that.
But you do have to read the. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Talking of which, would anyone like to read the recap? Okay. Just
Fuck no.
looking around the class. Don't see any.
I can do it.
Okay.
Oh
Yep.
wow.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, now Bree should do it because that was some condescending shit. All right, yeah, it slipped out. I know it slipped out. You meant to hold that in. That was an internal thought that came up, but now Now I want you to read it.
Can he do that?
My feelings are hurt.
He's,
Can he do
sorry.
he's older than me. Yeah, he can.
I am.
I'm intimidated.
pulling rank.
Citizen's arrest. What the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
If we were a tribe, I would have so much sway.
Damn it.
Yeah, but then I would
Already.
come in and I'd be like, no.
I don't like this.
I don't know if you should establish
I'd,
that age
I'd
matters.
I'd wait till you were like on an errand, and then I would
As
start making
the-
changes.
As the primordial
I'm so
zoomer,
old,
I
I
do
wouldn't
not
go on
like
errands.
this at
I'd
all.
be like, someone else has to do the errands.
I just like the idea of
If
a
I shout
tribe
something
referring
out, can I
to
not
things
do
as
the
errands.
recap?
Okay.
Yes.
I got to play Hollow Knight Silk Song on Friday.
What the fuck?
I saw.
Yeah,
I was
that's cool.
And you think that makes you immune?
Wait,
Because
was
that
is that
pisses
shout
me
out or a
off.
humble brag.
Yeah.
But
That just pissed me off.
Shout outs humble brags, anyways.
That's
Are we
fair.
That's
supposed to
true,
shout
yeah, good
ourselves
point.
out?
I
That's
don't
good
think I don't think I humble brag.
Hey guys,
about
check my
Toma's
channel out,
birthday.
guys. What you doing now?
Okay, well, someone was gonna shout out Tomato's birthday, even if you didn't. So
Oh my
True.
god.
you don't
I
get
believe
brownie
I was
points.
the first one to type it in the
That's true.
chat
Yeah.
today because I got
Shayne
a
actually typed, I don't give a
reminder.
fuck. Shayne was really rude about it.
That was weird.
That's crazy.
That was
Yeah, that
crazy.
was
We all
weird.
age every day. It doesn't matter.
Damn.
Grow up.
Nihilism.
All right. Who wants to do this? Just play some
Alright, so
Dungeons and
just go
Dragons.
older.
I can do it.
Okay, thank you, Bree.
Okay.
Thank you, Bree.
Yeah, whatever. Last we left off, we journeyed to the highest point in Castle Songrest. You know, I know I'm getting old because the text looks so fucking tiny on the recap. What is this shit, Joe?
That's not my fault.
tiny.
That's not my fault. I
Does it
don't.
look smaller than the normal Discord
Does
font?
it look smaller to you?
Bree, I got you.
I have reading glasses. Do you want me to read
Thanks,
it
man.
before you instead?
Thanks.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Last
They still
one.
have lenses. Okay.
You lost my lenses? What the fuck?
I punched them out real quick.
In transit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to travel really far away. Okay. Last we left off, we journeyed to the highest point in Castle Songrest and faced off against Chaos in the Crescendo Crystal Chamber. After a long and grueling fight, our foe was slain by the very blade Morgane swore to kill them with. With him gone, we were greeted by a changeling wearing the face of Tak and their parent. This creature refuted the idea that they were beauty, having replaced them long ago. They claimed to be the hidden second child of Oblivion, Change. Change warned us that their cousins and sibling, Shadow, wanted to find Spring and take her from Selendai. Change claimed to want to preserve mortals and told us that they split their form into thousands of others, creating changelings. They were having them slowly whittled out to strengthen themselves. Finally, they revealed that they had another sibling. Spring's name to Change was one we were familiar with as a concept, but not an identity. Spring is Apocalypse.
And that's the last thing you discovered. With Change stood before you, still taking that form, in the hallway surrounding this crescendo crystal, they just said the words, Spring is Apocalypse. They stand kind of peering over your expressions to see if you already knew, to see if you had already worked it out. Curious as to where you are. News
So what
to
will you do with her then?
Spring, as you refer to them. Apocalypse as I know them.
As she refers to herself.
Indeed. She must be put to purpose. Her power can prevent the others from ever gaining power again.
Mm-hmm. So, you would use her to stop everybody else from gaining their power, and you would retain yours?
To an extent. However, I am content with sharing my power among my kin, repopulating my people. A brief stint of their current population in decline in order to maintain stability for all species. I believe you mortals are rather fond of the terms, sacrifice the few to save the many. It happens so often.
What Apocalypse wants? Does that not matter to you?
They look confused, like almost like there's a moment where they haven't really considered it. If they are unaware of what they are capable of, it is not theirs to decide what to do with it.
What if she is aware? Does she not get to choose what she does?
A question for if it happens. I pose another question too. What if my cousin Nightmares was to gather and put her to purpose? where every person in this entire realm, forced to stay awake, for the moment they fall into slumber, they become entrapped in his world. What if desire took that piece and put magic into it? And then every single mortal falls to their deepest, darkest desires, fulfilling them every second. It is not whether...
What if one of the Sun Children get her first?
Do you believe that they are all good, benevolent creatures?
I don't believe that anybody is all good or all evil. But that's what I'm saying. What if any of you gets her, so to speak? Are you all so selfish that none of you would work together? None of you would... You're all fighting against each other all the time?
The Sun Children work together. What's left of them, that is. Those brothers, sisters, cousins are closer knit than mine. Built upon oaths and vows which fundamentally are flawed. Arrogance still exists among them. They might try to work together, but they will have conflicting ideas. It is good that my siblings and I, my cousins and I, do not always see eye to eye, and we are willing to stand up against each other. Picture this. The Sun Children have been dormant for so long. They merged with mortals as much like I did, albeit in a different way. They have, over time, been whittled down to very base mortal needs, but when I knew them, in the beginning times when I knew them, they very much invoked the very essence of which they portray. Death was death. Order was order. Tell me, what do you think a being known as Order would do if they were to claim a mighty power, and they saw mortals as troubled pawns, clueless of direction on their board? What would a being that only sees order in everything chance to do with creatures so chaotic as mortals?
Yeah, I'm under no illusion, nor I think are my companions, that any one of you having spring, or any one of the Sun Children having spring, is a good thing for the rest of us. At all. What do you mean the beginning times? When you were here in High Loma, or before that?
There was no before that for us. We were created here. But our parents came from elsewhere. The beginning times for me refers to those first ages, when we were ethereal. No flesh, no bone.
Do you prefer it like this? Gestures broadly.
I am flesh and change, and purpose personified. Of course I do. Before I was godlike, a being beyond. Now I have been weakened by humanity, by mortality, to an extent. Not just in flesh and bone, but in mediocre mindset. Whether you choose to work with me or not matters little. You have all shown yourself capable combatants. Fought against heralds that I would often be surprised that a mortal could stand up against. I believe that you will not make a decision now, but one will be thrust upon you at some point. All I care about is that you have my option available. And you know that my desire is to keep things maintaining, changing, evolving. And if any of my siblings, cousins, or enemies, if any of them get the power, that will not happen. When you are put to the position where you must make a hard decision about where that power is aimed at, consider these words. All of the others will lead to your damnation. I prolong.
Hey, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
While this conversation is happening,
Mm-hmm.
Tack, I think, just looks confused and upset and angry. But in a moment of trying to breathe through it,
Mm-hmm.
Tack would try to speak to the thing in their mind.
Okay.
And I think would just say, "Is this you? Am I talking to you?"
Yeah, I just flick to you for a moment and you just hear, yes.
Why did you lie?
In your mind, it is better to spoon lies with truth and drop such heavy burden. If I had told you sooner everything, perhaps we would never have met. It was better to give you hope.
Out loud, they'll respond and say, "So in my mind, you speak to me sweetly, like a child. And now you talk to me, my parents' face. That is for power. You want me like this. Why? Why do you want me to feel this way?"
They kind of look at you very plainly. There are a few of my kin that have potential. Ones that, if everything was to fall flat, will continue our species. Those who evoke much power. I keep you conflicted because it keeps you on edge. I take the form of the one you call parent because it serves as a mediocre threat. I talked
Does
to you.
that not run contrary to your goal? Keeping them on edge if you would like us to choose you.
It was considered a contingency. In case you came in with blades swinging and kind of glare straight towards Morgane and Carlisle and V.
I feel your gaze, and let me be clear, it's not out of the question.
And tell me, if you were to strike down this body, and I take another, the body that lies before you, being that one's parent, you serving nothing but to show a moment of righteous fury. No, I believe it is out of the question.
Who said anything about striking you down? Creatures like you fear chains far more.
What an intimidation check.
Go.
All right. Do I get advantage because I'm a Vault Warden?
I'm gonna say no because they are.
Bitch.
This is an ancient being you're talking to, so
Yeah, no.
they're more.
I don't think this agent being
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
19.
it's decent. They kind of. There's a moment of hesitation, and they don't kind of push it anymore. And they go. I have manipulated you. Such is the case. But I will do none of you harm. Perhaps I will even show gratitude. A moment of generosity. In exchange for understanding.
Kind of exchange.
You agree to deal with the Sun Children in the same manner you deal with my kin. You treat them all like invaders. Like enemies. And I shall release this one's parent. Unharmed. There are many other changelings I can take the form of right now. It is when you're weakened, when you're hurt, I can take your body. And there are plenty who are.
Andrasa would look at Tack and nod slightly.
Tack would hesitate and would eventually nod back.
Good. And before I take my leave, let me be very clear. If you do go back on this, every moment you are injured, every moment you feel weak, I will invade you. I will take your form, and I will make it so your friends have to cut down your body whilst you watch.
The needs of the many.
The needs of the many.
So be it.
The next time we shall meet, I hope to see you have accomplished some step forward against all my cousin's kin and enemy. Seek out the children of domination, for they are the closest to their goal. And their eyes roll back. And Chris takes back their form.
Chris? I'll run forward and catch them.
They throw their arms around you and kind of hold you. I could see everything. I could see everything.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix this.
I've never felt, I'm in the backseat of my own body. Whatever that thing was, it was almost like like I was the guest the whole time. Strong. I'm so glad to see you safe. Are you okay? Are any of you injured? Are you...
We're fine, but we need to get out of here. We need to... Looks around.
I don't understand how to...
Yes. Well, looks at the crystal.
It's shrunken down quite a bit. It's still pretty decently sized, about 12 foot tall, 6 foot wide.
Hello, dear. says to Chris, we just need to destroy this. Points.
Destroy it.
Yes. Yes, dear. I suppose, if everybody wants to back up, maybe? If we are done looting and everything, we can smash the anchor and be done. I have a...
Is it in this plane, or is it still in
Yeah.
the ethereal?
It came back.
Okay,
It
It
was
was
a
flickering in the
Stopped
fight,
now.
and
Yeah.
it stopped on
Now
fire.
Now it's-
Okay.
Now it
Songrest.
looks more like a large song crystal. It's
Right.
essentially, imagine like the giant diamond that I forget the name of that exists in kind of like a museum. It's like the song crystal version of that. This is the biggest ever crystal
Right.
mined. So it's kind of a centerpiece for the town, but it is now back down to its 10-foot by 6-foot form.
So it's not like jutting out weird. Now it's has a
Yeah.
specific.
It's very much like a kind of almost slightly translucent, kind of light bluish.
Gotcha.
You can hear
Alright.
the sound now as well. There's almost chorus sound that echoes through it, like listening to seashells.
We can explain how it all works and why later, but it's the only way to break this to get us back.
Then I'm sure they will understand.
I'll guide Chris away.
Okay.
I guess I'll back up as well, and I can war crime it to shatter.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah.
Back up, war crime.
Okay. Yeah. Over the course of however long, you just what kind of spell you cast on it?
I mean, I still have slots.
War crime
so I
refers
can,
to a
like,
lot
fifth
of spells
level-
in your
Yeah.
book.
So I can like 5th level gravity sinkhole it. That'll do some.
Something
Something
single
damage.
target might be better.
I'll say this is mostly for flavor, just because it's
Yeah.
you have all the time in the world right now to just kind of smash it up.
Yeah,
So
I think
this will be for flavor, however you want to do it.
I think she would cast a sinkhole right in the center of it, so it doesn't actually get pulled anywhere or move. Right, it just sort of like pops. Do you know what I mean? Like
Almost you're compressing it together so that when the
Yeah.
sinkhole ends, it pulls forward, shatters. And the moment it shatters, there's this vibration, a kind of almost a wave goes out, and you hear this almost like comically for a moment. There's like a popping sound, but then it completely takes out your hearing. Everyone, you had this kind of almost like feeling like you're going up on an airplane. This ringing sensation, like tinnitus in your ears, and then you, for a moment, go, and the whole walls and everything starts vibrating, shifting back and forth, like blinking periodically, and then suddenly you're stood in the open, large hallway outside the throne room of Songrest, in this castle as it's formed back into its original shape.
It worked.
yes.
I would suddenly lose sight of everything, right?
Oh,
All
yeah.
the reality magic would
Yeah.
disappear.
Yeah, everything would
Okay.
disappear for you. You do have a stronger blind sight now.
the
You can
enhanced
see
one now.
everyone. Yeah, you've got a special form of vision now.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, you weren't really able to like see the difference yet, because you were able to see everything.
Are we all right? Ish. Ready to leave?
I think Tack is already walking with Chris.
Yeah.
Walks out.
Okay.
I think as we turn to leave, I think Andrasa would turn because I did summon a friend last
Oh yeah.
time, and he's around for like an hour, so I think she'd be like, "Thank you so much for your help, dear. It was good to see you. But you're free to go home."
So return to the abyss, Lady Andrasa. And they kind of step back. Fire burns
Thank you,
on.
Tony.
And it closes around them.
Can't keep walking. Probably should have, gotten rid of him before we walk out and see everyone.
Yeah, it's fair.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
it's fair. He's probably quietly polite in the background. He knows to stand and,
Yeah.
they're very orderly. The journey back down the castle is far plainer than the one to get up to the top here. Standard staircases that lead down, slightly crooked, some of the walls a bit burnt and damaged from the time inside the reality bubble, from spells and whatnot that have gone off. You manage to worm your way down to the bottom and go out the front kind of gates. And there on the kind of grassland, embracing one another, Zonia and her family, other soldiers are coming in now, kind of securing the area. They see you kind of coming out the front doors. A few soldiers step forward, and then like whistles go off to kind of warn the others that you've returned. Before kind of stepping forward, you'd see kind of Zonia pushes past the crowds, wanders over towards all of you and say, "So it's done."
Yes.
Chris, I'm glad to see you're okay. They bow their head and, my lady, there's no need for that right now. Kios is dead. Or did he escape?
Dead.
Kios is dead! You hear just kind of crowds cheering. Songrest is ours again! And you hear just like all of the kind of crowds kind of clapping and cheering in the background. It's like this almost calm overcomes all of them. And peace almost kind of falls upon Songrest once more. The final kind of portion of what they were worried about kind of falls into the background. You would see others kind of gathering. There's kind of moments of like people embracing each other for the first time in a while. You'd see kind of gathered outside Zonia kind of walks straight over towards Oren and Pavia and kind of embraces her family. Sonorian has got the doctor that you guys had escorted out. He's in chains now and being wandered off now with a few other soldiers. You also see the Bastard Beauty as well up here, talking to some of the soldiers around, having just helped Zonia kind of secure the bottom area. But for the most part, this is kind of a scene of just calm, almost celebration going on outside as you kind of leave outside of the castle. If there's anyone you want to run into?
I think Tech would stay with Chris, but would wave everyone off to do whatever they needed to do,
Yeah.
You probably, if you were to see them when they are not by themselves, clearly because there's people everywhere, but Tack is much more like physically affectionate with Chris than with probably anyone else that you've seen before. They sort of lean against each other.
Yeah. Chris like doesn't take a hand off of you. Make sure like holding you close. It's almost like a tighter grip than you'd be used to. It's almost like fear of losing you. And it's kind of almost taken in the sights of outside the castle and been trapped in the castle for weeks on end. Kind of breathe the fresh air. And like they just... I didn't think that nightmare would end.
But you were dead.
For weeks I thought I was going to be. I was prepared for it. It's I spent weeks helping from the outside and delivering the messages about what was going inside. I haven't felt a moment where, I still don't think I feel it now, but it hasn't been 1 second yet where I've been able to feel safe until I saw you. But I suppose it doesn't feel right yet because that thing, how can you ever feel safe when you know it can take you?
Yeah. I'll have to introduce you to everyone
I would love to meet them
later.
once you're all rested.
Yeah.
I'll check
Amazing.
on... Sorry.
No, I was I've found some really special people. I think I might put you at ease.
I'm glad you found your footing.
Yeah. By accident. But I guess it happens like that sometimes.
Often the best things we don't see coming. I keep feeling like I have to go and look after the lady, but I think I've earned a little bit of a break.
She's fine. Tackle like gesture to the lady who is surrounded by people.
Yeah, you can see she's almost overwhelmed talking me. I think she won't notice my absence. Let's get you down to the bottom and find somewhere for you to stay. I imagine you don't want to stay in there, and I certainly don't.
I'm supposed to be taking care of you. Would you knock it off?
Sorry.
Where are you staying? In the same house, right?
I haven't been there for some weeks, but it wouldn't change.
And I'll stay with you.
Let's go check on it then. Hopefully none of these scoundrels have ransacked the place, but there was not much to steal anyway. And then starts kind of wandering down the hillside alongside other soldiers and whatnot as well. As you're kind of leaving around the area, Desmond, you're kind of wandering along. Biscuit's walking beside you, kind of always got their head looking up at you. And there's a moment where you see Sir Tereva's over to the side. So Biscuit like looks and begins kind of just rushes straight over towards him, dives on Sir Tereva, falls backwards, and kind of like almost gestures to pretend to lick their face. Almost sprays a little bit of moisture onto them so they can get the feeling of it. And you go, Biscuit? He kind of like pushes his head body and kind of leans off. What are you doing here, boy?
Wait, you two know each other?
Yes, through you. The other one, Hunter, where's he? Biscuit kind of looks down. Yes, we met on the road. And the reason that he's here, they were searching for you.
I feel like I need to know what's going on, honestly. I'm afraid of who else might be getting hurt because of something I did that I don't even know right now.
Well, this is the one. They've scoured half the continent to get to you.
I appreciate you keeping Biscuit here safe when you were able to.
I looked after them for a little bit, but it was mostly their caretaker, Hunter, that was looking after them most. An automaton like you.
Is that name?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've ever... God, this is what I was talking about. I need to start being a note taker too. I'm racking my brain.
Dude.
Maybe bring up the names of the other two, though. Because I know them somehow.
And now I'm trying to remember their names.
I think of Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Yeah.
I was going to say Abigail again. Like,
Yeah.
that name. Adelaide and Duke, was it?
Duke.
Yeah.
And the guy we're talking with right now remind me of...
So Tereva's, yeah, I'll give you one.
Tereva.
So Tereva
Was this the arena one?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It should be a surprise that Biscuit doesn't... You haven't seen these two together, not in the same kind of world. So don't worry if you're confused there.
And have you heard of Adelaide and Duke? Either of you, Biscuit?
Biscuit kind of looks up and kind of like wags their tail, kind of shakes their body, and goes. But Sandro kind of shakes his head. I mean, maybe in passing, nothing I would know about. I met Hunter and Biscuit upon the road.
All right. Well, maybe I need to find a way to maybe communicate and understand with Biscuit, because I think she knows a lot more than I do right now. Try to come up with something, I guess. A device. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Well, it's good seeing you go. Looks like you found him. Thank you as well, by the way, all of you, for saving me back there.
Of course.
I'll use the opportunity to return the favor. It would seem that my wife's family in Crownheart Hall has much to answer for. I will return to the Chalice Gardens and see if I can bring some form of justice for what has happened here.
Yes. May I ask you a question about Hunter, you said?
Yes.
What happened to them? Where are they?
The last I saw of them, we were tracking some word of Desmond. We were heading actually to Songrest. We believed them to be here. We were ambushed on the road. My accompaniment, my entourage was killed. The vast majority of them, only a few of them survived, and Hunter, myself, I didn't see Biscuit, but she must have been picked up as well, along with a couple others who were captured. Funnily enough, brought here anyway. But the last I saw of them was being dragged away.
And they looked like Desmond? Similar? Very
Very
the
similar.
same?
But I
Very similar.
assumed I'm not a tinkerer. I don't know anything about automatons, so... Though they were very clear when they were talking to me that the one that they were referring to, the Desmond they were searching for, looked exactly like them. Or at least the same patterns, the same design. And I informed them that I'd run into them at the arena in Glamglades.
Did they use Desmond's name?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Do they refer to me as Desmond, or?
As Desmond.
Okay.
Looks at Desmond. Did they say how they were separated from Desmond, or why exactly they were looking for him?
They just said that they were related, and they were searching for them. They'd gone missing. And they'd scoured all the way from Starclock. It's quite a far journey when they came across me. So I took them into the Chalice Gardens, and they stayed there for us for a while until we could find any word of you.
I guess that doesn't matter. I was going to say, would this guy have been... Was he at Crownheart Hall when everything went down, or he's just from Crownheart Hall? I can't remember.
I think he was there. No.
Okay.
I would there's about 80 NPCs I had listed.
I know.
I don't remember.
Issue.
That's why I asked you.
I'd have to double check the guest list, so you have to give me a minute, but I think he was
No, that's
there.
fine.
Why, did you have a relevant question towards that?
Sort of, but I don't think it will matter, so it's okay.
Yes, he was there.
All right.
Yeah, he was in the hall. Well, I will also, in case you see her before I do, please, if you do, if you run into Lady Dela of House Lepos, my dear beloved, let her know that I would like a word.
Nods head.
I'll leave you to it. And bows his head and wanders down the road, following others.
Stay safe.
And you. The next person to approach your group would be Zaxis, the boss of the beauty. He kind of comes over and goes, so, was Beauty here?
Well, would it change anything if they were?
If you managed to drive a sword through their chest, yes.
I think it's rather more complicated than that, and perhaps that's a conversation best including Adi Attack.
Well, perhaps you could write to me on the road, because I'm heading towards the capital next.
Towards the capital? For what?
Things are stirring there. I also think last time I failed to win enough allies in the south. It feels like we're on the brink of war again. It's time to play the game of politics.
Right, how far south are you planning to go?
All the way to Netherset. The grand capital of all of our nations. I'm going to head there. I'm going to make as many friends as I can. Use the few pools I've got there. So that if this all ends in blood, at least some people will be fighting on the right side.
Right. All right. I would... I think there are some things that you might like to know before you head out, so I cannot tell
I'll
you...
delay it by a day.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you, dear.
In return...
Don't forget this one.
I shan't. But I will say that I thank you all for as much as you might not have intended to directly weaken Beauty. You have. Which I believe saves many people. I've sent someone to your camp. I did last night. They will help out. They are a ward of mine that I was put upon by the Queen, Fornalin. You'll see. But their purpose there is to form teleportation circles. It is funded by the Queen, so if you need a teleportation circle written up, they can do it. They know the one to here in Songrest, and they know one down to the Glamglade, so you'll be able to visit both of those.
Fantastic. I've got a couple more written down, so presumably I can just hand them over. All right.
They should be able to front the cost for it. Well, I'll wait down in the town. They can bow their head and walk on. Is there anyone else you want to talk to up here, or you head down?
I don't think so. I think Andrasa's probably flipping through the book that she grabbed as they're walking and talking, just kind of looking up now and then to make sure she doesn't trip on something.
Fair enough. Otherwise, you guys would all be heading down the hill, approaching Songrest. Songrest is it's cleaned up quite a lot in a single night. But essentially, as you've kind of come down to the bottom and entered into Songrest, you've You see that they've reestablished some of the forces they've got. Rebellion soldiers are now armed, and they are in a position where they are kind of almost rebuilding already. There's almost this kind of we've waited long enough kind of feeling in the town. So it feels safe once you kind of wander down there, and there's a discussion already spreading because they've seen the bubble fade. There's words where people have overheard, soldiers overheard that Kios is dead. So now people are already looking at your group and kind of whispering under their breath. A couple of braver people who are a bit more courageous shout like, "Thank you for everything you've done!" And kind of almost like this feeling of heroics is finally kind of overcoming the town. As you're kind of being seen as almost celebrities, heroes towards Songrest. And you're wandering through the town itself. Where would you head in this kind of late afternoon?
Oh man,
I don't think we wouldn't know where Tack had headed off to, right? So maybe back to that inn where we stayed.
Yeah, you go stay in the inn.
maybe to try to find something quiet. Honestly,
Yeah, that's what I mean, right?
it's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can I can't talk. You can head over to the inn in which you'd stayed in, right in the center, where they've already cleared up all of the bodies, and you can kind of see as you kind of come on through, the innkeeper kind of. This is Honey and Linman's gratitude to the inn. The innkeeper Arthur, he kind of looks as you kind of come in. He's just dusting away some of the last remnants of like shattered glass and broken table, and kind of nods and goes, "I saw what you did up there. I assume it was you lot anyway. That's the talk of the town."
Yes, it was.
Well, I've made all your beds, cleaned up your rooms. Everything should be a bit easier to stay in now. I'll make sure crabs don't disturb you all.
Is that dude still in the barrel? I'm not here, but is that dude still in the barrel?
No, you guys moved him to the prisons. He's over in the prison now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old
Nice.
Tab.
We had him move to prison, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can like go to one of the rooms where it's a little more private, get some food, kind of, right?
Yeah. Arthur says, "I'll have some food cooked up. We've got some stew in the back. Something simple. We don't have many supplies, but it'll warm your belly." And he goes to cooking. But yeah, you could definitely go into like one of the rooms upstairs, kind of get a sit-down table in the VIP room, away from all of the town. You can just hear it outside the windows. Are pretty untouched up here, so you can sit down and rest for the first time since you entered that castle.
I think if I guess because we wouldn't really be in the main room, I'll send a message to Tack and just tell them that we're at that inn, so that they know.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
What time of day is it, Joe?
I would say hours have gone past. It's probably about 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, decently late.
I think after making sure that Chris was sort of settled, that their home was, safe and clean, Tack would still be, would still know a lot of the people that work on the grounds. And would probably flag someone down that Chris knows pretty well and ask if they would stay with them while I go to the inn.
Yeah, there'd be a whole grouping of people that come in and like help out. They're like almost cleaning up some of the stuff in the streets as well, so they would always come in and kind of give company to Chris. Neighbors who have not seen each other for weeks now kind of like embracing and actually helping one another rebuild. So Chris would be able to kind of dive into that kind of group and catch up with them. At first kind of anxious to see you go, but is immediately just enamored by the chance of having normal conversation again, allowing you to head over back towards the inn, where upstairs the group waits for you.
Yeah, I'd knock at the door that I was told to go to.
Leaving this door open. No, just kidding. Open the door. Let's in.
Lock's door. God, they're here. Yeah, I would come in. You guys got a whole spread up here. Sit down.
Wait. You're right, dear.
I will be. This is fine, so that helps. How's everything else? Sorry, I failed.
No, that's quite all right. So Morgane, do you happen to see anything? Is anyone, I don't know, watching, listening?
Nothing. It's quiet. I mean, you can see things. You can see everyone's runes shifting and changing the words.
Yeah,
that
I should say no, but ever since the castle, I do see additional things.
Oh,
Like what?
Runes.
runes.
Yes. On all of you, actually.
Oh,
Do you know what they mean, or?
Absolutely not.
Okay, great.
okay, cool. Can you describe them or draw them or something?
Yes, I'm sure I could.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I also, with Morgane's permission, try to like see what they're imagining, I guess?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like
Mm.
like touch them.
Just put a hand on them. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I could minor illusion it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Morgane holds out a hand,
Yeah, Tech
Yeah.
would take the hand.
removes gauntlet.
You're seeing it as like imagery in your head, the same way like if someone asked you like to picture an apple kind of thing. So it's kind of seeing it through third eyes. What languages do you speak, Morgane?
Morgane speaks common and abyssal.
Okay.
They have to learn abyssal for the Dread Vault.
Yes. Yeah. This language you would recognize. So the way I see Abyssal and Infernal is almost like Portuguese to Spanish. There's a lot of similarity, though you can't really necessarily translate, but you can recognize the language. You can recognize some.
Make out like words here and there, but
Yeah. This is definitely Infernal, which Infernal is not just the language of devils, but is also the kind of ancient language of beings. Like devils take pride in the idea that they speak the first language. So it seems to be.
they basically speak Latin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so it almost does come across as almost like words that are semi-familiar, which you'd be able to kind of make out with Abyssal, that it translates, like each person's rune is these formed words. Everyone in this room has the runes of S-O and U-L, so and Ol. Indros, Tak, V, Carlo, yourself. You can even see your own runes kind of shifting. They're these almost glowing, kind of shifting templates. Desmond does not, nor does Biscuit, as the All and Mem runes. So the same second portion of Soul, the All rune, but with the Mem rune attached at the back. So very different kind of rune for them. But you can now kind of almost make out that these are almost like batteries for bodies. There's almost like somewhere, not anywhere particular in the body, it can like shift, almost moves around them. This is what makes you you. And it's what everything is attached to. You're seeing the very fundamentals of creation, of people. You would be able to see them in the kind of minor illusion. You can see that the way the words are formed. For anyone who speaks Infernal, it is quite literally the kind of the written form, but in almost like looking at hieroglyphics. It's kind of like an ancient form of it in the way it's kind of stylized, the lettering. Like almost this is where they learned the language from in the first place, the foundations of Infernal.
I think, I mean, Indrasano is abyssal, but not infernal. But given that Rosaris kind of told them the basics of soul magic and you know, that those kind of runes and stuff, right? I feel like she would be able to figure out kind of what is going on. Would she be able to figure out what is going on?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. 22. Oh, it's whispered. Sorry, 22.
Yep, 22. You can definitely work out that Morgane is suddenly able to see kind of the foundations of mortals and creatures that have runes in general. This is an extremely rare gift. The only people that you've kind of known with the 22 to be capable of that in any findings that you found, usually, like, you don't know anyone on the material plane. You would have known of rune smiths, essentially, in the infernal planes of the hells, and even in the abyss, they might have a few. People who are able to see rune words are often undertaken as like smiths to form larger rune words. For the devils themselves don't form them. They'll take those souls that they steal to extend their one through those who can connect them. If Rosaris has ever told you about them with the 22 briefly, probably, he's spoken of them in terms of they are considered like they are the spice merchants of those worlds. They are unbelievably rare and sought after because if you get on the right and the enemy to none, they can travel freely between the hells and the abyss because everyone requires their services. To have one that's not in the smithing kind of world is unique, different.
So Morgane, what happened? What happened that now you can see this? Did you touch something?
I think it was the crystal. It's hard to say.
Dear, you can. This is nearly incomprehensible. You've got a vision of a runesmith, dear, and you're. I need to think about this. This is
It's rare then.
very, very rare, very precious, dear, very.
Say it's going to help me a great deal in seeing you from far away, but then I realize you all have the exact same runes, so
I don't.
except
Right. So, Ul and Ulmem. But you'll be able to tell, dear, what. One of the things that, I don't know if you remember when Razas was here the first time, he said that he was trying to keep control of his realm, as it were, and wanted the gemstone to try to put another one in the way. And, trying to find the true names of things. You can see the runes. So if she just kind of starts pacing and she's doing the thing where like her brain is going too fast and she can't make all the words come out.
I'm not following you at all. I'm sorry.
It's like nobody can do. People can do this. I can't think of a single person who could do this on the material plane. If they can, then we're keeping it quiet because you wouldn't.
So I should keep it quiet.
I wouldn't. Yes, I would. I would keep it quiet. You can.
Noted.
This is. I've got to figure out. You touched the crystal?
Can you keep it quiet?
Not at this moment, because I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, I can think in my head, but it's easier sometimes if you talk and, then I can sort of catch you up at the same time. You touched the crystal and that happened. Did anything else happen?
Yo, did I touch it or did it leap at me? I can't remember.
You stepped into the room and
Yeah,
you just saw an immense amount of magic hit your eyes, like a flash.
I didn't touch it, no. I looked upon it?
So you saw the crystal, which is
Yes.
creation magic, and now you can see the runes of you can. Right, that makes sense. Does it make sense? It makes sense.
There was a lot of magic in that room. When all you can see is magic, it's a little overbearing.
But maybe
Right,
because
right.
of that, you were more open to it.
We could see.
Yeah, so I might explode tomorrow. I'm not sure.
No, dear. No. You'll
Could
be
you wait
fine.
just a day? Could we have one day where that doesn't happen at least?
No, she's not going to explode. I mean, were you planning on explode?
I feel fine,
Okay.
I think.
Do you need to be checked
Better.
by Carlisle?
Can see.
I couldn't hurt.
While we're on the topic of things that might make us explode.
Sure.
This is in character.
Oh, sorry.
But something else is going
that's
to
okay.
explode.
No, we need to figure out how to get this thing out of my head.
Thing out of your head. She's flipping through pages of her notebook. What's in your head, dear? What are you talking about?
This avatar of change has been in my head. It's the thing that was protecting my mind, but I don't care if it hears me. I don't want it in there.
You just
Is
it's in your head all the time.
I don't know. I don't know to what degree. I don't know if it hears everything I talk about. I don't know if I have to specifically summon it or if I need to be susceptible when I'm asleep, or I don't know the rules and I don't want it there.
Does it only talk to you when you're asleep?
Mostly. It also warned me when I was trying to dive into oh god, what's that guy's name? When we were trying to like see into his brain to see what he saw in the vault.
Oh, Calig. Yeah, Calig
Yeah.
Wexel.
oh, that's right.
When I was trying to peer into Calig's mind, it warned me not to, that it couldn't protect me. This is why I don't understand.
Sure, there's only one rune when I look attack, right?
Yeah, it's two. Technically, it's two. It's attach rune. Yeah, the soul rune is
Yeah.
2 runes attached. Yeah.
Right. But there's not like multiple instances of it or anything.
No.
That's why they said if you were weak, they'd take over. If you right, that's what they were saying. They could just take over and attack us and presumably make us defend ourselves and kill you, and you would watch. They'd It's there. Bollocks. All right.
The Bastard of Beauty. Is he still in town? Is he here?
Yes, he said he's going to leave to go to Neverset, but we said that he should wait to talk to you.
Yes, good. He's also talked to this thing before. Which I guess is a sign that change sees potential in you, whatever that means. But I think he has a right to know. Wish there was a way for all of us to know.
How would one go about severing such a tie?
I don't know that it can be severed, but even just knowing the rules would help. How to keep it from seeing through my eyes, hearing through my ears. I don't know if it does that or not. And maybe that is a big clue, that it can't take a body unless it's weak. That maybe it can't do anything with me unless I'm asleep or unconscious.
Sleeping is a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
When have you talked to it before?
The first time was at the party when we first saw them drink the changelings.
First time was at the... What did it say then?
Hack is trying to remember because Dodger's trying to remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Plus one.
It was something akin to the danger in which
That
kind of they're kind of
I could save the changelings, right?
There's potential you can save everyone. You need to kind of like become stronger essentially and prevent this kind of stuff from happening. It was very anti-chaos propaganda essentially.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, looking back on it now, I guess it was quite predatory, manipulative, but it sort of latched on to these horrified feelings I was feeling at the time and told me that I could save them, that I could do something about it, that I could save the changelings and keep this from happening anymore. But they were the one orchestrating it all anyway, so it was no.
That's... I don't... Did it really just really think chaos was just not worth anything at all? That in the middle of the party, like, sorry, that's not funny, but it's the only thing I can think of now, that just chaos was so shit that they were like, what about you? Okay, anyway, sorry. How do we keep it out of your head? How do we... You cannot get hurt at all. Can we wrap you in a bubble? Can we... how long... No, that doesn't last long enough.
I think more importantly, I don't want to make this more somber than it is, but I need all of you to understand that if this thing takes over my body, I do not want you to waste time.
All right, dear.
Do what you need to do.
Well, providing you don't waste our time and let it take over in the first place.
Well, I'm trying not to.
Then we have a deal.
Okay. We need, I don't know, is there something, a type of wizard or, I don't know, something that can see exactly what's happening in my mind while it's happening? Wait for me to fall asleep and...
No, just sort of, not that I mean...
Unfortunately, you're the one we know who could do that. So that's
I know,
no help.
it's annoying.
From a distance, though, right? That would be a power beyond... I mean, sure, a child of the three could probably do that from a distance. What if we got to... What have you got on right now? What sort of baubles do you have on, dear? Specifically, like, what magic items do you have? Do you know? Don't you have a ring of some shit?
I have a ring of mind shielding.
Okay.
But that's just to keep someone from detecting my thoughts.
Right. Maybe we can ask Master Vanvol if he knows of anything, right?
Sure.
Might help with that. Bloody hell, one thing at a time, right? Right. Nobody's watching, nobody's listening, except for potentially maybe. One thing at a time. Desmond. Come here, dear. I'm going to... Wait, let me make sure this works. I have the slots for it. I'm going to touch Desmond, and I'm going to cast tongues, just in case Biscuit's barking. He can understand it. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try it, right? Like, it's a spoken language. Do you want me to paste it in chat?
I'm just saying if it... I don't know.
Would it work? It says the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Yeah.
And a bark is like a spoken language.
Yeah, it's just I'm checking if it's It's technically a different magic to
I think speak with animals is
Speak
a
with
different
animals would work
thing
with it.
than a
Yeah.
language.
Would if speak with animals would work,
That would
that's
work.
fine. I just was like, does he count as an
tongue.
animal? Was really my
Yeah, speak with animals almost. I imagine it more so it translates your mind into a spoken speech.
Yeah, because I don't think animals
Animals
speak a
don't really
language,
speak, yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
I just figured he wasn't an animal, which is why I went down that route.
I
Well, he's
picture-
he's the soul of an animal, right?
Yeah.
Technically. So it's like
It's more that,
Alright,
yeah,
sure. Well,
speak with
then-
animals creates a magic that is capable of speaking to the animal, like it kind of translates the thoughts and the process. Tongues would just allow you to hear the language and
Got
understand
it. Okay, so in that case, she pops into her book.
Okay.
And comes out, because I have an extra one of these,
Yeah.
and hands Desmond a scroll of Speak with Animals.
Oh,
It's only, it doesn't last very long, dear. Only about 10 minutes, so I think you have to speak quite quickly, but this might help with at least some of the basics.
maybe I should prep my questions before I use this so I don't sit there thinking, huh?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'll come up with things. I appreciate this.
Of course, dear. At least, until you can sort of, I don't know, look at memory disk or anything like that, right?
Yeah, I wanted to watch this Biscuit's memory disc with all of you so we can all see what's going on as well whenever we have time for that.
Yes. All right. She's just kind of looking at everyone. She looks at Morgane. She's like, Onomancy, you can see runes. She looks at Tack. She's like, change in your head. She looks at Desmond, Biscuit, scroll. She looks at Carlisle and V. And looks at V's hand and looks at the both of them and doesn't say anything.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And just sort of taps her finger on her book and is like, right. We are all right. We're going to eat, we're going to drink, we're going to rest. What are we going to do about our friend? The adorable Apocalypse. The friendly Apocalypse who could. The whatever.
We need to find her first.
Do we send her a message? Do we talk to Selendai? I don't think we'll be able to directly send her a message, and I don't know what Selendai has told her about us. Honestly, I was quite hoping that Selendai was watching right now and could just hear us, and I wouldn't have to do anything. Because, as she said, her problems are our problems now.
Yes, which means that maybe it would be just as simple as saying, we have information that can help you keep Spring safe.
Yes. We want to do
You
that
might want
now.
that
Do we want to
information bad
wait?
enough.
What do we think?
I mean, there's no time like now.
Sure.
Why wait? Unless
No.
I don't know we have many other people to turn to who understand what is going on.
I mean, Master Vanderbilt knows quite a lot, but he's also the most unserious person I've ever met in my life, so I don't think it'd be much help, right?
We do have wishes.
We do have those. All right, well, I'll just send her a message, shall I? Just
Yeah, why not?
right.
Well, let's try Vanderbilt first.
What are you
Vanderbilt
thinking?
first for?
Well, there are perhaps other breadcrumbs we can follow. You might have an idea. I feel like if we reach out to her, then she knows we have nothing.
But we don't have nothing, right?
Well,
We know things.
in terms of finding her.
We don't need to find her, though, right? That's, I think... She said... Well, as I said, she said her problems were our problems. Now we've solved a problem for all of us. She also said that she hoped that when we figured out what she'd done, when we remembered, we would consider the reason that she did it. And I think we have considered the reason that she did it. And maybe it's time to make an overture, I suppose, or just simply say, we know. And when you're ready, we are here.
Okay.
I'll send a message.
Okay.
Our mutual problem in Songrest.
Your voice gets completely muffled back at you, almost like you're speaking
She
underwater.
blocked us. She blocked us.
She's actually, yeah.
Interesting.
Huh, that is weird. Maybe it's not
Deleted
safe
us
to
from
reach
her
out.
phone, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll try to scry.
I
Okay.
doubt she would allow anyone
I don't think she
to
will,
scry
but
for
right,
her.
like, but Andrasa is nothing if not methodical, right? So she's gonna go. She's in IT support mode. So she'll try to scry.
Using what are you using? Just
This actual.
as in
like,
sorry, as in
object,
have you got
you
any
mean?
object or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got her fucking spell book in my hand.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Your scrying fails.
Does it feel like it was blocked or it just fails? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Fails.
does it feel like it was okay?
What about the first thing that happened? Has Andrasa experienced that before? Whenever trying to send a message, that weird, whatever the fuck that
You
was.
can do an Arcana check.
If scrying fails, they're on the different plane, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
It also
They have to
makes
do a
Here.
save, so
it would also be why sending failed.
Oh.
a 19 plus 5 if I can.
It's certainly not magical history, but it is. You would know that it is strongly likely that she has some form of rather object or item that can prevent sending messages to her head, reading her thoughts in a similar manner to what you'd imagine with tack, but on a kind of a stronger level.
Damn, what the fuck?
She's got something that's
Are we gonna
preventing her
reach
from being
this
found.
bitch? Oh boy. Complicates things.
Well, she's got something. I mean, I can try Spring. I don't have anything from Spring, do I? I can try to send her a message. Didn't go so well when I sent a message to Fortune, but... I'll think on it for now. Mistress V, are you all right through all of this?
Yes. I'm fine. Are you all right?
Did you? I thought I saw a sort of stream of blood, or you picked up a... Yeah, it looked like you sort of shot out a stream of blood at something, picked it up, and then dropped it on the ground.
I
Multiple times.
getting stronger, it seems. Yes.
Quite new. Huh. Little bit gross, if you don't mind me saying, but quite good though. Right.
I'm gonna stay with Chris tonight. But here. Tech will like kind of draw like a weird picture of what the little cottage looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it's a small cottage on the property. It's blue. Come in the morning. You can meet them properly. We'll make breakfast. There will be food. They say to the rest of them.
Cute.
There's a
Perfect.
knock at your door. Tung, tung. You hear the voice of the innkeeper. May I come in?
Hack will open the door.
He kind of nods his head. There's a guest downstairs. Should I send him away? A masked individual.
Just say their name.
Yenalo Riskweather.
Is
We
this
don't
gonna
know
be
that name, do we?
Selendai?
You
Is
very
that gonna
briefly
be
met them.
Selendai?
He's one of
Okay.
the people that was on the council, the person that comes from the City of the Seven. He's wearing the a
right.
mask of greed.
Oh, right.
Well, why not? It's a party, right? Send them all up.
Kind of nods his head. Okay. Heads downstairs. Moments later, you hear the creaking footsteps of the person coming up the stairs. They wander across. They're kind of playing with several coins in their hands. And they kind of peer their head into the room and go... You can just see the mask of greed. A kind of almost a smirk and glinting smile. Ah. Hello, my friends. Good to see you. I trust everything went well in the castle. May I come in?
About as well as I could.
You are
course.
alive. This is the best result of everything. He kind of wanders in, he kind of pulls the bed, kind of sits on the bed as well, and kind of comforts himself, puts a pillow beneath himself, and then folds his legs over themselves, rests his hands on his knees, and just looks across the group and says, I believe I have information for you, and I believe that I can be a client of yours if you wish to pursue it.
Oh,
You see, I'm a very perceptive individual. I notice things. You have to do it in my trade. Always be aware. And I noticed a similarity to the Red Warden, and someone that I have smuggled recently. I believe this information will lead to interests of yours. In exchange, maybe you would say that if it does, you would use my services of me smuggling you to the location. Let me explain. Some moons back, I transported a stranger from my city of the Seven to the northern shores of the Land of That Light, to expedition. This stranger was peculiar. They wore a very similar mask to the one that your Red Warden wears. A mask that reminiscent of skulls. See, the interesting thing about them is, the day before we left and set sail, the morning of, with a numerous amount of deaths were reported inside the city. See, in a place called the Hall of Want, which is a temple to the child of the three, Desire. Every single person was killed inside. Slaughtered. Over 50. The strange thing was that this stranger, they were leaving that area. And when they were on my ship, the rats would avoid them. One that got too close withered and died. The plants that I keep well on my ship withered and died. When I questioned their motives about what they were doing in the city, they told me only one thing. It did not contain the desire they seek, and to only take them north. So I did. I dropped them down on the shores of Expedition, and I watched them wander into the fog. And every step they took, the grass around them withered and died. This is a curious person. So, as I am your friend, or I wish to be, if you wish to head out that way, I will do so for a modest sum. One that you can discuss with me if you do wish to. I remain in here. I've been given a rather luxurious home for my services, so I seek to do the transportation business. And I believe having friends with a group of adventurers is always beneficial. This is good information, yes?
when was this?
Some moons ago, before I got involved in this whole business.
Interesting.
Good. Interesting is a good word to me. We like interesting. And I like gold more. So, I will do so for a modest fee. One that I will allow you to discuss with me when or if you decide to take up on the offer. Otherwise, I could take you to the City of the Seven, if you are ever looking to explore or service your needs. I will get out of your hair now. He kind of stretches his legs down off of the bed, stands up, takes the pillow and places it back where it was. As you are the risk, whether goodbye to the six. And he kind of bows his head, bows low, and then steps out of the room and closes the door. And wanders off, leaving you with one option of a direction to go.
Mask isn't from the Dread Vault. This is from a vault.
Right. Did they just... But- Did they just give death a ride to the land without light? Everything withered as they stepped, and the rats stayed away, and everyone in Desire's... Wait, that's what you said, right? Wait, I would remember. Of course, that's exactly what you said. Everybody in Desire's temple was killed. And
There were two eventually traveling with a herald.
And Tranquility was the one sent after Desire. Tranquility took on Death's role. Well, what are they doing in the land without light? Oh.
Oh, whatever they're doing, it won't bode well for the people there.
Wait. Are they... Hold on, she says.
Weren't a bunch of
Wait.
wardens going up there too? Did we know about... Or,
No, the north of the land...
wardens?
Of the light. The north. We know what's there. The vault, right? In the north of the land of the light. That's the original vault of death. It was number 2 on the map.
Why don't I see that on the map right now?
If you look at the pinned messages, that's got all of them.
Oh yeah, thank you. There we go. Yes. Yeah, death.
Interesting.
Sorry, and also we just ran into I can't remember, were those wardens or were they just knights going to the north to mass coal and clear out in the land without light? Like several episodes ago.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, there was
Who they were.
an expedition force that was heading northward into the
Okay.
land without light.
That's right. Thank you.
With their purpose of taking down any prelux gods or anyone that gets in their way.
That's right.
I've seen it as a
Okay,
kind of
thank
a
you.
conquering of the north almost in the name of Lux.
Right.
The land without
And
light
then they failed, and then they just grabbed a rando to bring home.
Well, that was a few. The actual expedition itself is a few thousand long. That was the kind of a group that grabbed one. They are still pushing their way through and seemingly purging the north. The land without light, for those who might not remember, doesn't actually refer to a land without actual light. It means a land without the religion of Lux.
Yeah.
It is a lawless land in their eyes, but freeing from any others. But whilst upon that, we're just going to take a little couple-minute break now, and we'll come back in a few minutes. So just go ahead and ponder all that stuff, and then we'll come back and we'll see what other directions you got. There's many directions to go, which we'll discover by the end of this episode. All right, be right back, everyone. We'll see you in 5. Just to let you know, chat, Tomorrow's just feeling a bit poorly, so he's going to step away for tonight and rest up, so much love to our boy. That's why he might have been a bit quiet. He's just feeling a bit down or sickly. Okay, we're going to bring things back up. Okay, welcome back into things. Where's my OBS? There it is. And we'll bring it up like this. And... okay. Welcome back. So diving back into things, because we do have a little bit of an out today at an hour 40, and there's lots still to go through. So you kind of just pondered the idea of in the north is where, you know, the expedition to have gone through. You know that potentially death has head that way as well.
What was this guy's name again? Jahello?
Yanelo Riskweather.
Yanelo. What did I say?
I'll copy and paste.
Yanelo.
And he's wearing a mask of greed.
Yes. Got it. Okay.
You said he's from like a weird pleasure town, right?
City of the Seven.
Masks.
Yeah, City of the Seven. When you go there, all tourists, everyone who live in there, you choose which of the 7 sins that you want to partake in. So you can get a mask that has 3 or 4 of them, or maybe all 7. Or the ones that you're kind of more prominent in, you can rise through the ranks if you stick to one mask and kind of build that way. But each of it is divided into 7 segments, and whatever of the sins you want to experience, you go to each of those. It's a city-state that is not under the rule of Lux or any of the regions. And they rely on it because of the trade.
Okay. I think when the conversation seemed like it was winding down and we had all eaten, Jack would excuse themselves to go back to the cottage with Chris.
V would walk Tack out really quick, if that's okay.
Yeah.
To say something to Tack.
Yeah, of course.
When they were alone, V would just say, "It is okay if you're not okay."
Yeah. I'm not. Thank you. Are you okay?
I am worried. What do you think happens when something like change takes over a body? What happens to the person, their mind, their self?
Well, Chris said it felt like being pushed to the back. You were forced to watch, no control.
I do not want that to happen to you.
Me neither. Sorry that you think about.
What's that? You got cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry that you have to worry about that, or that maybe you don't feel like you can trust me much as before.
No, just nothing of that sort. I want Tack to stay Tack. Your autonomy and sense of self is important.
Thank you, Bree.
We are all here, and we will all do everything to help however we can.
If something happens, count on you. Thank you.
Now enjoy your time with your parents. I'm glad they are okay.
I might ask if they want to come with us. I think that's a bad idea.
If you think it is a good idea, I support it.
I think under the guise of saying that as a changeling they'd be safer with us, be a good excuse to just get them out of here. I love this town, but it hasn't been very kind for us.
Trust your instinct. It often guides us in the right direction.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, Tech will walk back to the cottage.
Is there anything anyone does settling for the night? Otherwise, you'd be resting up until the morning. You can get into your individual beds, lay down, and sleep. If you had any anxiety over the fact that you might have your mind crept into any of you, it doesn't happen. Not this night. You each, whether you sleep soundlessly or whether you toss and turn in the night, would find some element of rest. But Morgane, you've experienced something slightly different. You're like a wisp on the wind. A series of the crystals almost hum to you like songs that you want to drift towards. You feel bodiless. And you drift towards them. Each of the crystals like hums, like soft songs being called to you. And your body just takes you on a journey. As if you're built of magic itself, you just weave into the crystals. And you start channeling down into the very veins of the world. You find yourself transported. And it's not long before you realize that you're going through the very ley lines that make up the world. Riding, moving countless miles at such a speed that you've never experienced before. You feel this rush. You're seeing just pure light, the shafts of it going through the world itself. And then it, similar to when spring allowed your eyes to awaken, now realizing that this is almost the potential that she was just invoking in you. Not just her vision, but what you could potentially see. You see this world evoked in light. Magic stemming and creating it around you. And you see yourself going through a desert for the first time. You're below it. You pass down and you see where the vaults are above are attached. You see the vault there. Strong, sturdy, soft magic emanating here. Whatever power is in there is weak, but still relevant. Almost like a fruit fly upon an apple. Eventually, this vault will become corrupted in some manner, but it is holding strong. You continue moving and passing through these ley lines, going through the world, entirety of the under kind of croft of Hyloma. You shoot past the bare progress. You feel the weakened rage ever weakening as the ley line is restored there. Defeated. Then you're under the dreadful. And you're looking through the very surface and you see the darkness that looms around the vault. A darkness that is so familiar to you, but this one deeper and darker. Like even the brightest light would fade in this darkness, and it weaves around, pulsating like it's breathing. And it almost reaches out to you in your mind, but you push away, you're going too fast. There is something lurking at the dread vault that is calling and beckoning. Something that needs to be stopped, and the vault seems weak. But you pass by, as if your mind, your body, your very soul is trying to show you the aches of the world. You're shipped northward into the cold winds of last. You can't feel the cold, but you can see the blizzards forming around and taking root above you. And the vault that you pass by here, strong, sturdy, slight decay on it, but it's holding. Your body shifts you westward. You're finally in the land without light. The trees here seem endless. They grow massive, where woodlands span for hundreds of miles, and you're seeing these woodlands now, undisturbed by formed brick and stone. Until there, you find yourself beneath the vault, located under the towered city of Hour till dusk. And here the threat feels just as bad as it is in the Dread Vault. A vault that is slowly breaking, and tendrils of red-blooded rope seep out into the world. You see who they're attached to. You follow some of these tendrils and you see individuals attached. And they're turning to look, beckoned by blood. You pull away from there. You see their runes bloodied and soaked. Temptation made manifest. And some wander towards the city. And then you bring yourself back, the ley lines storing you back into the Songrest. You seep yourself back into your body and you feel the magic come back into you and you rest well for the rest of the night. But when you open your eyes in the morning, you felt that it wasn't a dream. There was no vision. You were there. Your soul had transported itself across the ley lines, used them to run. Your instincts kicking in. You return to your body. With 2 more paths and possibilities open. The vault beneath Hour till dusk, one filled with blood, is breaking. And the dread vault is ever calling. But in the morning the sun rises. The full sun, as it always does. And allows a new day to fall upon Songrest. Allowing you to do whatever you guys like as you wake up in your beds.
We're gonna go get breakfast.
Come get breakfast.
Fuck my dream, I want sausage.
We can talk about it over sausage.
It's a long walk, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely meet downstairs in the morning, and it's starting to get a bit busier downstairs. But you can see Arthur was kind of built a little booth for you in the corner. He's kind of like roped it off, giving you guys a bit of privacy over the top right, like the top portions of the inn itself. Now it's cleaned up. You can see some people kind of sit inside. Some more people kind of coming in to kind of get a look at you guys. But there's a quiet in the corner where he's kind of blocked off, and he goes, "I've made sure not to put any other tables nearby yours, so you have some privacy. But you've got a lot of fans outside now, it seems." And then kind of wanders back in. But would kind of cook you up a whole kind of breakfast: bacon, sausages, eggs, almost a kind of just all assortments of fried goods, along with breads and cheeses and kind of the stock kind of coming back into the town. There's almost a kind of a very sharing atmosphere. Commerce is not really on the minds of anyone right now, as they're just kind of restoring normality. So a big feast is kind of laid upon your entire group. Question,
now you have to choose. Do you eat breakfast here, or do you come to my parents' house?
It's true.
You have to decide now.
If there are any
Thinking we can't do
she
both.
grabs one. Yeah, she grabs one.
Let's go. Yeah, you can definitely gather some stuff and like move it on as well. So quite
Right.
question.
We
Go.
head out towards attack, yes? What a thing. All right.
Yeah, you could if
Snacks, pastry.
you're going as a group, kind of grabbing some stuff. As you're kind of leaving, you can hear Arthur go, "Look what you bloody done! Scared them off!" Like the beginning of their fault, allowing you guys to slip over towards the cottage that was described. I assume everyone's going. You would wander back over and eventually find it. Tack. How are you meeting them? How are you greeting them? Like, what are you waiting outside? Are you kind of just waiting for the knock at the door?
I think the door's open. It's very inviting. And Tack would be like checking out the window every now and then to see if they're,
Cute.
coming up the hill.
That's cute.
You'd definitely see them as you kind of as they approach, and you can see like neighbors are coming in and out, like people kind of traveling across to kind of help out with different things. Chris would look to you when noticing them and says, "I'll make sure no one disturbs you. Just enjoy your breakfast."
What are you talking about? You're having breakfast with us.
Well, someone's got to determine the neighbors, but okay, fine, and kind of sits down and kind of. I'm not used to relaxing.
Mood.
Yeah, Tack would step outside. Their sleeves are like rolled up. They're wearing a little apron, like they've been cooking.
Cute.
and would wave them over.
Oh, hello, dear. This is quite cute.
Yeah. Come in. It's a bit tight, but there's room for everybody.
Fantastic.
I think there's probably like, a little circular table with a few chairs, but there's also, it's one of those situations where the dining area is also kind of part of the living room, so there's like a couple softer chairs to sit in and things. Yeah, and Tack, I think once everyone was in, would stand behind Chris and say, properly this time, this is Christakian the 16th.
I kind of nod the head.
And I am, of course, Christakian the 17th. These are my friends and companions, Andrasa and Bee, Desmond, Carlisle, and Morgane.
Puts hand out.
They take it. It'd be a pleasure is too little a word. And friendship, I imagine, is too small a word for the kind of companionship you all have.
We are glad that you are all right, dear.
And I'm glad to be. And equally so. Everyone wants to talk of the town. What all of you did inside there.
Well. Yes. do you have any? I imagine Taka explained everything to you, dear. Do you have any questions for us or anything?
I'll be honest, I'd be starting back at the beginning. I don't think I need the answers. I'm happy just knowing that for now everyone is safe. And I imagine soon all of you are going to be in positions where you are less than.
Yes. Oh, that reminds me. Indrasa kind of looks around for the sort of like hearth area. Do you mind if I just take the space right here, dear? Just for about 10 minutes or so.
Feel free.
I'm gonna cast.
All of you eat. Yeah?
Yeah, Tack would be like laying down big plates of food.
Yeah.
Sick. As all of that's going on, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Bubbling Cauldron.
Okay. Yeah.
And I can do common or uncommon potions of my choice. So I'm gonna do. We'll start off easy because we can do these when we're not having fights. I'm gonna do greater healing potions because those are the uncommon one,
Nice.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can do. We can get 5 of them out.
Yes.
So I think she would sort of,
That's
beckon
crazy.
everybody over. Yeah. So the deal is, they exist until I cast this again. So you have it until you use
them
it,
or
right?
Or
Yeah.
cast them again. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna help so much.
Yeah. So hopefully you can start to build up a little bank of them. So anyway,
Awesome.
5 potions that we can. I think maybe everyone except for Carlisle gets one this time, right? And then we'll just keep rotating around and stuff because I know he's got a bunch of them. But now everybody has one on their person. If something happens, you can uncork it from their pocket or whatever and feed it to them.
So it'd be potions of greater healing, right?
Yes, please, thank you.
Yeah. 5 potions of greater healing.
Nice.
1 each. You'd see Chris goes, oh, dude, we've prepared plenty to drink and eat.
Oh, no, sorry. This will actually go away in just a moment. It was just, it's for later. You reminded me when you said we might be in danger, dear, so well done.
Right. Well, I've learned that I'm to be coming with you. Whatever that is.
Sorry, I didn't tell them, but yeah, if
We have learned that also.
No, that makes sense. That yes.
only if you want to.
I do. I feel guilty. But I know I shouldn't. I gave everything to this.
For what?
I don't know. Like I owe the town. Like I owe him. But you're grown now.
You've repaid him back plenty. Tenfold, at least.
Yeah. It's just hard to draw a line. But I think everything has changed now. And maybe I do deserve a little happiness. And I couldn't stomach the thought of once again seeing you leave with no idea if I ever see you again.
I don't want to leave you behind. Close.
And they'll be fine here. In truth, I saw a different side of Lady Pavia.
Tech scrunches up their face. A good side.
A regretful side. One who has realized how much time they have squandered. I assume the daughter Zonya will be having a much larger responsibility inside this town soon. And her mother taking a back foot, which, between us, I think is only a good thing.
I agree.
Which leaves less room for me, anyway, and I think it'll be good to see the world a little bit more.
We're going all over the place. See some amazing things.
And I look forward to seeing them. Eat, please, all of you. The food is...
V's already.
Yeah.
enjoying. Did both of you make this?
I followed instructions. I'm not the best chef.
And I do what I can. The castle has its own chefs, but you pick up on some things.
Tis good. Just like eating a bunch of.
Yeah. I'm glad you think so, dear. Next to you, Desmond, Biscuit just kind of look down sadly and kind of rest their head against your leg. And kind of just occasionally lets out little whines. But doesn't ever take their eyes off you. It's like constantly staring.
You okay, girl?
They kind of lean their head down. And kind of like shake their ear almost like they've got something in it, which is kind of close to where their memory chip is.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure. Did we take out the memory chip yet? Or I don't think we did, right?
You haven't
I don't
taken it
think
out, you
so.
left it
We've
in.
just left it in there.
You saw that there was one there, yeah.
I'll take it out real quick to see if that stops the behavior.
Yeah. As you kind of take it out, Biz kind of just lowers the head a little bit more like simple now. So that's kind of almost like taking out like the kind of portion of the personality, right? But you'd see another dislodged one kind of pops out and has the word Hunter's Mark on it.
Oh,
Shit.
I'll take that. I mean, I might as well. I kind of want to just pop one of these in now to see
Do it.
what I see or what happens, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show you guys anyways as well. But it's killing me. I gotta know something.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I'll put that one in first.
The Hunter's Mark one?
Yeah.
It is immediately like downloading information. It is how to track, how to hunt for people based on footprints, how to hunt creatures based on footprints. It is how to successfully kind of hold a crossbow a bit better to be more precise with your shots. The moment you put that in, it's essentially upgrading you immediately.
Getting software updates.
Yeah, it's almost essentially a memory software update. You're gaining the memories of whatever was on this chip. There's a familiarity to it, a comfort in it, like listening to an older brother teach you something, or a younger one. But it has improved your Hunter's Mark indefinitely. Your Hunter's Mark is now a 1d10.
Hey.
Oh my god.
What?
And it lets
Hell
you...
yeah.
You can target a footprint, be it a paw, a creature's footprint, or a human's footprint. And depending on the spell slot you cast, is the kind of length of time that you can track that creature. For example, if you do it as base form, because Hunter's Mark lasts an hour, if they've made that footprint in the last hour, you can track it. It goes up as you upcast it, as Hunter's Mark does, 8 hours. If they've made it in the last 8 hours, you cast that level, you can track them from there. And your wisdom, survival, perception checks can be used to track them down, specifically the survival checks. So it's a way of tracking people and then also upgrading the actual Hunter's Mark base. And if you do make it to level 20, don't worry, that one, which usually that is the capstone for Rangers. That is the capstone for Rangers, so it's kind of very similar to that. You're an artist, so it will have its own improvements there. But yes, basically Hunter's Mark has improved to 1d10.
I love that. I love that I can track with it too now. I always feel like it should be used for that, but you can't use it that way unless you see the thing first, which
yeah,
you already see
It's a
it.
bit
Why do you need
backwards.
to track it now?
yeah. It's basically you have to hunt Hunter's Mark and then watch them run away.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pop that out. Put it in my pocket for now, I guess, because I want to keep it for later. I want to put the actual memory disk in now.
Okay, are you watching it solo or are you doing it
Biscuit.
on the group one?
For now, because the group one's all the way at Adelaide still.
Okay.
Right.
You pop that in, and the memories that Biscuit is sharing with you would come forth. This is quite a segment, so. The earliest memory you have through the eyes of Biscuit are his eyes opening. An older man, half-elf, a tinkerer of some sort, sits down and he's screwing in one of the last pieces of the design. Biscuit lets out a little, "Huff!" The old man goes, "Easy go. Almost got it." He's got a kindly face, wisping white hair on the sides of his head, bald on the top, but he has a great moustache that kind of covers most of his mouth. He wears spectacles that have little zoom lenses on them that he's kind of got zoomed in right now as he's doing the last intricate details. "Oh, that'll do it. All right. They should come out of standby soon, and remember, boy, no barking till we shout surprise." The next memory that flicks forward is Desmond being led into a dark room by another woman in her 30s. Kind of late 30s. She's got a little bit of grey in her hair, but it's tied up, black hair that kind of wisps down. Kind of expression, similar kind of apron on. They step into a very dimly lit room until Dancing Lights is cast. And you hear as several kind of little people around the room, only her and the Tinkerer, Biscuit, and then one other, who seems kind of like a broader, larger man, all yell, "Surprise!" And then you see yourself looking down at Biscuit and rushing towards, and you see yourself throwing and cuddling him. Her. Lean down saying, "Does she have a name?" "Well, that's what I thought you would do." "Well, what do you name things?" "Usually things we like." "How about Biscuit?" "A good choice." A few more memories start playing. The two of you playing games, but this time from Biscuit's perspective. You're seeing as yourself firing off rocks from a slingshot that go tremendously further than a normal person's, only for Biscuit to run at a fast pace, grab them, and then rush back towards you. You can see in the distance a great star clock spins in the sky. A tall tower with this kind of great big kind of shining clock. And another memory flicks in, and it shows Biscuit sitting downstairs in a tinkering room where you're sat next to the older man. You're both working on something, and in the same room is a great orb of violet spark of light. You two are weaving some of the magic from that. You've got like tubes, copper tubing coming down, and you're drawing some of the magic and building something. The old man's laughing and kind of clapping his hand. "Good job, boy, good job." The lady from before steps down the stairs, this time carrying 2 glasses and a toy on a tray. She first tosses the toy clock down to Biscuit, who kind of puts their full attention on to destroying it, only occasionally glancing up to see if anyone's watching. And then, as they wander over, you hear the old man say, "No show. Des has finished it. The boy's an absolute natural." And she glances over, places the glasses down. Desmond, they both pick up a glass of orange juice each. The old man kind of sipping for his. Desmond just holds his to the side. "Let's see then," she says. Desmond starts explaining. "It wasn't too difficult, actually. There was enough violet light to weave into the grooves, and the runes kind of just formed themselves. I don't know what to call them." "Well, you can ask him what he wants to be called. How about Scold? He's not a toy. Suggest a name that is more befitting of him. Something that he can wear as an identity." All right. He leans an automaton up. Similar looking. "How about Duke?" That's a good name. The next memory then comes, and Biscuit is outside again. This time on a walk with Desmond, Lochelle, and another automaton. Broad, kind of broader than Desmond. Almost built for kind of, to be like almost like a broader kind of bodyguard build. Desmond and this automaton are kind of giving each other a hard time. Hunter, it's not fair. You had all the time in the world to prepare. I only had a small amount of time. Hey, I'll still beat you. And I'll beat you every time. No, you won't. Boys, you stop outside a store and you can see it's kind of almost like a tinkering store. Inside you hear, no dogs this time. No, last time I let that one in, it smashed up the whole place. It waits outside. And she goes, Desmond, do you mind waiting with him? With Hunter and Lochelle go inside the store. You kind of look up at Desmond as you're kind of through the eyes of Biscuit, and you can see as he kind of sits to the side and he's practicing trying to roll a coin down his knuckles. And then in the street, a carriage, an automated carriage, stops. Hold! Comes to a swift halt, and you see these kind of automatons step around the side. These ones are much taller, broader, like guard built. 8 foot tall, kind of lances in the hand. And a gnome climbs out of the carriage. He's got kind of fineries on, fine velvet kind of almost cloak on, along with kind of like very soft linens. But on his eye, he has one great kind of lens that kind of gleams and changes colors, almost like it's kind of going through several different ones, almost like an advanced form of the lens that you'd use as a tinkerer. His guest inside the carriage is a gangly, taller dark elf who leans out and says, Master Masmo, what are you doing exactly? And then Masmo steps forward and goes, be quiet. Walks straight towards Desmond. Adjusts the lens. And he seems to zoom in on Desmond. Biscuit's looking up between both. Automaton, speak your name, he commands, but Desmond, confused, name's Desmond. How about you, stranger? Desmond, what is your primary function? Huh? Your purpose. Are you built of battle, servitude, or other? Kind of weird, stranger. Biscuit begins kind of letting out kind of a deep growl. The man in the carriage behind goes, do we really have time for this? Master goes, this is it. This is my father's spark. I finally found it. It's been lost. But I can see it. It's coursing through him. This automaton has it inside of him. This is it. Lochelle steps out the shop and kind of steps between Desmond and the man. Goes, is there something I can help you with? Hunter kind of steps in behind protectively. Are you the owner of this automaton here? I'd like to purchase it and speak with your designer, if I may. I'm not his owner. He doesn't have an owner, and he's not for sale. Well, I think you misunderstand. I'm Grandmaster Masmo of the Drifting Sparks Guild. With that said, you realize my pockets do not have an end, so name your price. I said he's not for sale. Come on, boys, let's get home. She kind of walks on. Biscuit turns his head back once and watches Masmo in the background staring the whole time. The next memory is different. Everyone is inside the house arguing. There's lots of shouting going on. People calling back and forth. And Biscuit is crying, but no one's paying attention, and like little whimpers. And there's several automatons this time, who are all kind of rushing around this house. Lochelle is kind of telling the organize, go, everyone, come on, this isn't a discussion. Everyone downstairs. You see Adelaide and Duke rushing and grabbing things. Several others who you don't recognize, kind of grabbing their things, heading downstairs into the basement, kind of arguing back and forth. Downstairs, all of you, this isn't a game. Where's Dares? Adelaide asks, but is ignored. Okay, get your things. Have you got everything? Biscuit rubs up against Adelaide, whining as well. Where's Dares? She asks again, but Lochelle ushers more of them downstairs. Come on, everyone. Gather your things. Don't leave anything behind. Where's Dares? She shouts. Biscuit lets out a bark and it stops everyone. Lochelle looks around, nods her head, and all of the others are looking. Duke goes, Where is he? You all have the right to know. He's your brother. We don't know. But Hunter is going to find him and bring him back. Duke asks, where did he go missing? He was last seen going into the Drifting Sparks Guild Tower at night. Another automaton you don't recognize. Why'd he do that? Desmond knows not to go near that place. We don't know. But we do know that last night the automatons in that building all shut off with a wave of energy. Something pulsated outwards, and come this morning, when we found out that he's gone, and we were told that he was there, we hear that they're all looking for him. They're not playing around anymore, they're coming for you. And they won't stop. And he's out there and Hunter will find him. For now, we need to keep all of you safe. He'll start nodding and head downstairs. Biscuit turns to kind of follow, but there's a whistle outside. Ears prick up. You see through the eyes of Biscuit rushing outside. You can see Hunter out there, the broad one. He's kind of wrapping a big crossbow onto his back. He's preparing a backpack as well, and kind of a bunch of kind of weapons on his side. You're coming with me, Biscuit. We're gonna find them together. Can't have gone far. It's only been one night. Biscuit kind of barks with determination. Hunter straps some supplies onto Biscuit as well. Okay, let's get going. They head out. The next few memories take place over the course of weeks, maybe months, maybe longer, as they're traveling across the bay. They go to Songrest. They travel through the entirety of town after bay, and they're asking in inn after inn for anyone if they've heard of anything. You recognize Warm Steps, but the lower end outside. When he comes to that, traveling all the way across the bay, the two of them on the road for a long time. They go in the tavern, and they're asking around the same questions, and they hear someone call over. I think I've seen that one. You automaton, you can come over here. And they go over. Nice to meet you, stranger. A darker-skinned, handsome halfling with a moustache and goatee. You would recognize him at the party. He invites them to sit down. I saw something like that. It was over at Cronut Hall when everything went down. What do you mean, stranger? Everything went down. What do you mean? He goes on to explain everything that happened. And that automaton you called Desmond there, he's, I believe, he's one of the same looks like you. He's one of the ones that saved everyone in that hall. He and a group of others went outside. Yeah, they fought against awful things there. Heroic group, and when the bubble was gone, they were nowhere to be found. But that's right here, it kind of marks them out. And he pulls out a whole purse of coin, goes, couldn't thank them there. If you find them. Or at least put that coin towards finding them. Thank you, stranger. More memories of them traveling northward. When they finally arrive in the Chalice Gardens, and they stay there for a little while, asking for a guide to get to Crown Hall as it goes off of the long road. But they're summoned. A knight kind of beckons them in. You see Sir Terravan, and he goes, I've heard you're looking for an automaton of similar design to yourself. It's curious, I didn't run past them not long ago at a tournament in the Glamglades. But they were leaving. I'm not sure where. Now, I could find a guide for that place, but yeah, it'd be much easier if you stay here. We can send our birds. Thank you, stranger. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like until any news comes through. Thank you. And they settle in. And memory after memory flits by fast. No news coming in. They wait impatiently. Hunter's getting anxious, keeps talking about leaving, but is too nervous to, as the feelers go out to look for Desmond. When an entourage coming from Songrest, soldiers of House Lepos, passing through, have a song crystal, as they so often would travel them. And in Biscuit, you bark, you feel familiarity there, you rush forward and keep barking at the crystal, almost like sensing something with it. Hunter comes out. What is it? I'm confused. And keeps barking. You keep barking, frustrated. You can feel the memory. Is it Dares? You can smell him, you can sense him? Basket barks enthusiastically this time. So they rush to tell Sir Tereva. Okay, then he's in Songrest. We'll head up. I'll come with you, I need to go that way anyway. And the next memory is them on the road. They're met with a group of merchants. And at night, Biscuit notices the merchants coming close, this time drawing daggers, robes underneath. A fight ensues. Biscuit finds himself biting and gnawing at one of them, but is knocked down. Captured. You see Sir Tereva in chains, a couple others gagged, others dead around the ground. Hunter's go, don't worry, boy. Don't resist. We'll just talk away of this one. And then a lot of memories are passed. And Hunter and Biscuit are in a cell together. Hunter looks like portions of his body have been damaged. He's been hurt. Biscuit is mostly unharmed, but a couple of kind of bruising to the metal here and there. Hunter sits him down, looks him straight in the eye and goes, hey, good boy. Listen. Come on now, listen. As he starts nuzzling against him. Okay. I overheard them talking about me, Biscuit. And I don't think they're going to keep me around no more. I ain't told them anything, and they ain't no tinkerers. They're just a bunch of magic-using bookworms, and at this point, they just think my similarity to theirs is coincidental, so they can't use us to lure them out if they don't think there's any connection there. That means they don't need me no more. And boy, they don't suspect anything with you, and they got no reason to dismantle you, but they're doing these tests, and no, listen. You see Biscuit kind of starts whining back. That means that if they're asking about him, that means he's still out there, and he's probably coming this way, if he's not already here, and you just play the sweet, innocent pup, and they got too much going on around here to worry about that. He takes one of his memory discs out of his body. This is everything I know about hunting. Everything I know about trekking, firing a crossbow, fighting. I kept it all separate in case one of the others wanted to learn. I learned this stuff to protect our family, so you give it to him. He places it inside, takes out Biscuit's one, forces it inside, and pushes his back in. When, and I'm not saying not if, when he finds you, you help protect him. Get him home when you can, and make sure our brothers and sisters are safe. We ain't much more than all the good and bad experiences we have together. It's like I'm not going anywhere. I'm with you. I'll be with you, Biscuit. The best bits of ourselves are usually in the memories others have of us anyway. Come here, boy. And he hugs against him. And Biscuit cuts off the memory there, quieting out the next part. Almost like deleting it from their own memory. And the final memory that Biscuit sees is staring at the last couple of pieces of an automaton on the table before the door opens and Tax steps in. That's where the memories end.
I stand up immediately, almost like probably scaring everybody how quickly I get up, dropping the glass in my hand that I'm holding at the table.
Desmond?
I need to go.
To go where?
I just start leaving to find the place
Desmond.
where we found Biscuit.
Oh,
Biscuit rushes with them.
I'll run after.
yeah.
Yeah, attack would follow.
It'd lead you up all the way to the top, to the castle. You'd be let in, kind of soldiers kind of allowing you to pass into the castleway, but it's confusing. The design's different here. But Biscuit kind of barks and lets you know where to follow. Heads down the stairs, leading you down all the way into the cells, until you come across a portion of the lab where the wizard was working. And there on the table, you see the arm of an automaton.
I'll
Biscuit sits
pick it up.
beside it.
I'm so sorry, brother. I didn't. I'll find the others. I'll make sure they're safe. I won't let this happen again. I'll take any parts of him I could find, even scraps on the floor,
Yeah.
probably, like even bolts or screws I see.
Yeah, you could definitely find pieces around the place. They treated him like it was almost machinery. So there's kind of just leftover scrap.
And I'll bring everything with me. I'm sorry, everyone.
Here.
There was a lot I just figured out.
All right, dear.
Was our camp close to
It
where we are, or was it far? Did we
We
make
left
a
it a
long
ways
trip?
out.
You
just
did leave
in
it a ways
case
out.
We didn't
I
know
remember
the
that.
situation in Songrest.
Okay.
It's over in one
I
path.
can't exactly show you guys yet what. I do need to show you all, I think. And I also need to go see Adelaide as soon as possible.
Okay, then we'll go. I'll tell Chris to get ready. Tak will leave ahead of everybody else to tell Chris that they plan on leaving soon.
Okay. Yeah, everyone can prep to leave.
Yeah.
So if you're heading back towards the camp, is there anything you have left to do in the town? Obviously, you can come back to the town after the camp if it is one of the directions you want to go in, but you can do it whatever you need.
If we thought that this was like it and we're just leaving, Tak would go see Zonia first.
Yeah.
And Oren.
The two of them are kind of in the town hall, maintaining the kind of presence within the town itself. They're talking kind of like quite jovially, even though it's kind of like you can see they've got this kind of a brother and sister thing going on, where they're doing quite serious work, but they're talking and kind of having a meeting where they're almost making fun of each other at the same time.
Tak would lean in the doorway and watch them for a bit, I think.
Well, I had to
Feel
save you,
sort of
didn't
nostalgic.
I? Didn't save me. They did. Okay. And on whose orders were they on? Your orders, was that leadership going to your head already? And then can you see them kind of giving each other a bit of banter? Before kind of Zonia looks up, notices you looking at... Speak of the devil and the hells.
Well, don't have to say it like that.
You okay?
Yeah, I think we have to go.
I'm glad you found Chris. We're going to hold a ceremony soon. I am to be named Lady Zona of House Tanir, ruler of Songrest, current seat.
We'll come sit next to the both of them. How do you feel about that?
You asked me a few years ago. Before everything, I would have ran as far as the hills as I could go. Journey to the land without light and leave nothing behind. But, it's not that I want it, but it feels... I feel like I can do good.
Yeah. Be a good leader.
I think I will be. Aaron kind of rolls his eye and goes... Until we get someone better, I'm going to be doing the anything wizarding here. I'll be the court wizard. She goes, great. Someone who cheated on their tests, being our most notable advisor. I've learned a lot more since then. They kind of both look down. And Oren kind of speaks first and goes, we're not kids anymore, are we?
Mm.
When did that happen? Zonia looks to you. I'm going to miss you, you know. You don't have to leave. I mean, I know it's the 6, but the 5 would manage just as well.
I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but I do think I'm sort of necessary. Tech will reach out and I'm imagining that like Zonia's sort of at the head of the table, and then Oren, the Tech would be next to Oren, and would reach out and take his hand and look at the both of them. I don't want to go, but I have to.
She leans her hand onto the 3 of yours as well. Hold all 3 hands together.
I need you guys to stay alive and stop like getting into what's going on here. Okay? It just be calm for a little bit, maybe.
We'll stay off the attention of greater foes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rebuilding to be done. So the next time you come back, when you come back, hopefully it'll look like the home you remember.
I love you both very much. I'm glad you're both safe.
We love you too. Oh, another thing. Yeah.
What?
Kind of just looks up and goes, just got this sinking feeling. This is the last happy moment in a while. Sonny goes, well, way to bring the mood down, Oren. That will be fine.
I can deal with some unhappy moments if it means that we can all see each other again in a good one. You know?
Looking forward to their next good moment.
Yeah.
Be safe out there.
Try. Oh, I'm bringing Chris with me.
Expected nothing less.
I know this is a big ask. But their house stay open.
I wouldn't dare touch it.
I know it's not technically ours. It's just...
No. Then may this be the moment now. I'll put it in the paper. It is yours. That and more, if you return, when you return, that and much more. Songrest would not be here if it wasn't for you. The next time your parent returns here, it will be so with excitement to see a home that they can call home, not a place of work or servitude.
Thank you.
I just won't make the same mistakes my mother did.
Jack will stand and do that obnoxious, also kind of sibling thing where they stand, open up their arms like stare at Orin. Like, are you gonna hug me or what?
He starts, he kind of stands up and kind of hugs, and then like leaves an arm open for Zona to come in, and kind of like a three-way hug of just the three of you kind of embracing. And kind of a silent nod to each other.
Yeah. And Tuck will turn and go.
Kind of moment you leave, it's kind of a sad moment between them. And then you hear a bit of laughter as they kind of start getting back into their jovial sense. And you're in behind.
Catch up with everybody.
Yeah. And if everyone is gathering their stuff to head out towards the camp, you can. You would leave Songrest and kind of pass into the countryside again. This time heading out towards where the kind of border controllers of it, and you'd see that it's cleared out. Soldiers from the rebellion have kind of taken the place by storm. The ogres are nowhere to be seen. They're not dead here. They've clearly kind of given chase and ran elsewhere. But they've taken over the border again, so they're allowing people to kind of pass in and out. Some people are leaving Songrest. They don't want to be here anymore. But others are kind of... you'd almost get this like kind of... You'd start to notice little kind of drawings on the wall when you pass through here as well, where some panthers are going to be pushed up onto the wall, nailed in. Let's say, Vandervold, see it now, kind of give you direction, one path. So some people are actually passing down that way to kind of travel down into this new town that's kind of emerging. So you'd be passing that way across there until eventually, after a ways away, you'd come across one path, or what is left of it is just your campsite, built in this kind of great big opening between the mountainsides. You can see your campsite. It's kind of thriving with people in the general kind of camp. Vandervold's store has kind of got people queuing outside and coming in to use his new kind of slot machines, if you will. And then other people around the camp are just kind of gathering, have kind of really made like a home of this spot here as they've been here for a few days waiting for you. But you're right back at the camp.
I'm immediately looking for my tinkering tent.
Yeah, you can head straight over there. You can see that Adelaide and Farman have kind of got the last portions of Duke kind of made. His torso, they're now onto the legs, so they're kind of building the last portions and fixing it up, cleaning it and repairing it. You see kind of Adelaide stands and goes, Desmond, you're already back?
I'm going to cut her off in the middle of her talking and just hug her.
Oh no, something wrong? Kind of like hugs you back. Is this a good or a bad hug? Biscuit rushes in, jumps in, kind of grabs against the starts barking. Oh, who's this little one?
I'm sorry I didn't remember you, and I know you don't remember me right now, but I need to show you this.
I remember you, Desmond. How can I forget? You saved us from Warstead.
No, there's more to it. Just follow me.
Okay. Kind of wanders.
I'd also lean out of the tent and sort of
gesture
beckon everybody in.
Yeah. Farman kind of climbs in. Can I watch or was it?
Oh yeah, feel free.
He kind of wanders in as well. He's like marveled by Biscuit, kind of doesn't stop leaving him alone. But you wander in.
I'd find the little projector we built together and put this memory disc in for everybody.
You'd all watch as you see those moments of Biscuit coming and meeting Desmond for the first time, naming, playing. The moment Masmo came across them outside the store. The moment there was panic. The moment Hunter, Biscuit went out. The moment they were jumped. And the moment Hunter was lost. And it ends. Adelaide and Farman are kind of standing there in silence. Adelaide looks up to you, Desmond. So I guess that makes sense why we're so similar. Kind of like my brother. And Duke.
I guess so, sis.
have another brother? And she kind of rushes over and she hugs you in the exact same way you did, but like kind of like tighter, and kind of understanding. And Biscuit here as well. And then we had another brother and lost them as quickly as we found out.
I'm gonna pull the satchel off my back. Sort of start emptying it on a table, all the parts, like really respectfully and orderly.
She like helps organize them. Oh, not as much as we had with Duke, but it's a start.
Remind me in the memory, was a name ever mentioned for the old man, the elf, my
No.
mentor?
No.
Do any of you recognize the elf or the woman in this at all?
Do we?
Yeah, would any of us?
No. Seemed like kind of a, not really like you didn't belong to any guild. All you know is that he's in Starclock. Well, that's when he was last seen. How did she say that? I mean, the last thing, makes sense. The last thing I remember is us with our backpack pack running through the woods. But why would they wipe our memories like that and then send us out?
There's still so much I don't know, but I need this to stop. I just hope they're okay.
Yeah. It's a strange feeling. Find out you got a family and then immediately worried about them.
I'm just happy I found you. Somehow.
And Duke's almost back on his feet. We just gotta get the last little bit done and we'll wake him back up. And he found Biscuit. And that's gotta mean something, right? I mean, he's been looking for you this entire time. Kind of leans down, like strokes him. And Biscuit, she kind of like nuzzles up against her. So you're gonna have to go down to Starclock at some point, and we all are. And if they're trying to protect us from these bad people, then those bad people will be there.
I'll make sure they never do this again. I'll put a stop to this, alright?
I know you will. You're my big brother.
I think I'll stay here tonight, help you out with Brother Duke over there.
That'd be useful. I mean, Farmer doesn't like to admit it, but he's getting tired. He shakes his head. Fine. And kind of sits back and kind of like admits it for a second. He goes, I like that.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would Morgane see runes on Duke, even though he's not online yet?
Yeah, because you guys returned the soul to him, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
You'd see
But
the
there
all
wouldn't
memory.
be anything
It's like a
on
sleeping
Hunter's
person.
parts.
No.
Okay.
Can I cast Legend Lore?
Yeah, sure.
On the Dark Spark.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes you have to remember all the things you would have Legend Lored before you had the spell.
I literally wrote that in my note. About Legend lore with Dark Spark.
Okay. The information you're going to glean from this. So yeah?
I was gonna say this when the DM just says no.
It's going to be extremely vague. Because of two factors. One, legend lore requires that you know some things about it. All you know is the name. So the more information you usually get from legend lore is based on how much you know about it. The second is that it usually is a famous thing. This is somewhat famous or infamous. How are you casting legend lore, by the way, flavor-wise? Just so I can get...
Yeah, I mean, I can try. I mean, so I can cast the actual spell, or I can do my subclass.
Well, you can do the spell if you like. I
which
just mean,
has a
how would
chance
you
to-
how would you
yeah.
flavor it?
So, I think it's probably flavored similarly to the
Just
her
maybe
subclass
one
feature. Yeah,
version of- yeah,
right. Like I
search it.
think you probably see flickers of alternate Andrasas as she starts to cast it, and I think she's just kind of she's trying to remember all the information that
Mhm.
they downloaded in that data dump when they found Duke, and then really seizing on that image of the sort of the Violet Spark and Desmond and this older half-elf gentleman, weaving it in as the older gentleman was saying.
You would peer into a room. And you see briefly in this other reality an automaton not unsimilar to Desmond. And you see Masmo. And he's drawing upon a magic that is like the violet one you saw in the memories of Biscuit. But this one's darker. Almost black. And he's seeping it in the same way that Duke was created by Desmond. And the moment you see it seep into this automaton, you see it lift its head and come online. That's about as much as you're going to get. The dark spark refers to a different, similar automaton built of very similar magic.
Okay. Well, I think with everyone in the room, she might just sort of not want to freak out our automaton pals. And she'll just kind of say, well, we discuss that a bit later, maybe. For now, what do you want to do? Looks at Desmond.
I mean, I don't want to rush things. We have so much on our plate, and I even feel bad right now for pulling tack away after
No, it's
them not seeing.
It's okay. I was gonna maybe just leave without saying bye anyway, so this is honestly, it was better.
Here's the thing, right? Apocalypse comes. We know what that means. We know that I cannot currently contact them. So we've got a bit of time, right? Some things are important as the apocalypse comes. Life continues. This whole time, right? Family is important, friends are important. Duke, Adelaide, Hunter, Biscuit, important. Chris, important, right? Everybody. If you lose sight of that, whilst everything else is going on, what's the point? We might as well not bother, right? Apocalypse can apocalypse. So, don't feel... This feels weird for me to say. Don't feel bad that you have feelings, dear. Don't feel bad that you care about things. Right? That's a difference.
Those people in that memory, I mean... I feel like that man was the closest thing I have to a father right now. And I don't even know if he's okay at the moment. And every second that I don't do something to find him could be a second too late when I do.
Well, let's start looking for him then.
Thank
We
you
have
all.
So,
a lot of places to go.
right, I
Just-
think...
We are.
We know we have the offer of transportation to the land without light, presumably to find tranquility. I'm guessing. I don't know. We know that tranquility was going after two of them, right? Desire and Nightmare. So we know the location of all of the vaults.
I have some information on that, actually.
Oh?
Oh.
Sounds silly to say it came to me in a dream, but
I don't think that sounds silly at all.
it's hard to describe. In a flash, I saw all the vaults, but within them, varying states of corruption.
Oh.
For example, the Ruby Stretch, the vault is, well, it's fine. But in Hour Till Dusk, it's very bad.
All right. Is that... Did
Like,
you see
it's
the others?
begun to
before?
influence the people bad.
Well, dears, that might... help us make our decision then, right?
Is it the only one like that? Only one to that extent?
Yes.
All right.
How far is that from here?
North.
That is within Land Without Light.
Your conversation is briefly interrupted with Shubal kind of stepping forward.
Hey!
And she goes, I don't mean to disturb you a lot. I know you're probably talking about some pretty important things over here, but
Fine.
it's just that the former mayor, Slandrel, he's meeting with some uncomfortable folk over in his tent.
Oh, fuck.
Comfortable how?
I don't know, they look like, I don't mean to, stereotype on them, but they look kind of like bandits of a sort. They just gave us an uneasy feeling, and we thought we'd tell you. We told the guards, and they just kind of said they'd keep their eyes on it. He's welcome to bring people in if he likes, but there's something strange about these ones.
He brought them here?
They seemed to know him, and he ushered them inside. I saw him kind of talking to me like, not here, not now. He rushed
I
inside.
think Andrasa immediately
my
stands
God.
up and just starts walking
I think we
out.
should all go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
While everyone is walking by them, Tack will say, "Thank you so much, Shubal. This is Chris, my parent. Could you
Hello.
could you show them where we stay.
Oh, you get to give her a tour? Welcome in. I'll show you everyone around. And she kind of like leads around.
cute.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So over here is where I do most of my work, but you probably don't know about me. But I'll show you. I'll show you speak. They're gonna wander off. But allow you to wander straight over towards Solandro's tent, the former mayor of
Morgane
Sigenbrook.
will, as Morgane's leaving, put her hand on Desmond's shoulder. We've got this. And then we'll
appreciate that
too.
You would wander over towards the tent. The tent is like kind of closed off. It's a larger tent over to the side. He always kind of spends his time away from the rest of them. And you can kind of hear muttering under the breath of them having the conversation. And you'd hear like as you're gonna get closer. Well, it's just not good enough, is it? You can kind of hear the muttering. Just keep your voices down. Are you all kind of marching in, or are you going to wait outside?
I think she doesn't
feel
even
like we
hesitate. She just like
I was gonna
keeps
say,
walking.
Yeah.
I think we
Absolutely,
probably
what is
just
happening.
Okay.
Busted.
Yeah, takes no notice of any guards or whatever. And if they try
Yeah.
to stop, she just like stares down.
they walk in like, hello, is this a bad time?
You kind of come in, and immediately when you
Master Selendro.
you come in, you see him. He's sat behind his like desk. He's set up. His bed's over kind of in the back. He's got almost got like a two-lodge tent, where his bedroom's in the back and he can look office at the front. Sat in the chair in front of his desk is kind of a very pale-looking human, who's kind of got their long kind of black hair that curls around at the back, like under their shoulders, but is wearing kind of a long cloak. A Duergar is their muscle to one side, kind of stands there, folded arms, bald and kind of like no beard, no hair whatsoever, and a stitched mouth that keeps them silent. They're kind of got their arms folded.
Whoa.
And then stood there to one side as well as two dark elves who almost look like twins, kind of standing there, pale, holding their hands at the waist. They're kind of like their hands both go to their belts, like reaching carefully for their knives, like as almost like a defense. And the kind of broader one turns and stares. Sandro goes, What now? I'm in a meeting.
Oh,
What sort
I'm
of
so
meeting?
Sorry, did we come at a bad time for you?
Yes, I'm meeting with some former friends of mine.
Oh, friends of yours. Lady Andrasa Valis, and you are?
The pale one looks up to you briefly and looks forward and goes, My name is Lyrus of the Peck. And these are my companions. Friends, are we? I'll speak to you once you're... We can have a meeting later.
I insight check the name.
Yeah. I mean,
We know
the
the
Peck,
right?
Yeah, the Peck are like a
criminal
crime
organization
syndicate,
from
correct?
No,
the-
I meant his name specifically.
Lyrus.
yeah.
Yeah. It's what Tamai would want.
It is, that's fair. Good looking out for him. Oh,
Fuck.
well.
That's not what he would
It might
want.
be because he's
That's not what
literally
he would-
facing... He doesn't even look at you when he says it. He's facing away, kind of glaring towards Solandro's direction, so it's hard to read him. I'm currently in a meeting, if you don't mind some privacy.
Of course, we would love to have a conversation as well once you're done.
Absolutely. Although maybe your friends can tell me. Slandro here owes a considerable amount of coin. Is he capable of repaying it?
Would you consider a considerable amount?
In the regions of 3,000 gold.
She giggles a little bit.
What's the history here? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I'm so curious. how he
3,000
owes.
gold.
Yes.
We
Quite
thought
a-
you said a consider. All right.
Careful.
The only person in this group that could get away with saying that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
He turns and he
And
looks at
so
you
we-
all properly for the first time.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Yes, it's us. I don't say that.
The six.
Yes, we are the six.
Tosses hair.
Right.
Uh,
So, Master Salandra owes you 3,000 gold, and
He's just kind of staring through you now.
you thought it prudent to bring yourself and, what, 1, 2, 3 armed bodyguards into our encampment to collect your 3,000 gold. You waltzed right in to our encampment with armed compatriots. Right in. And then sat down in Master Salandra's office as if you owned the place. And then when we entered, barely gave us a glance and tried to dismiss us from our own encampment that Master Salandra so helpfully runs for us.
I'd have dismissed you. Quite the contrary. I was wondering what the arrangement was here. Are you friends with someone down in Draz Zalamar? Any of you?
What did he say?
Are you friends with anyone in Draz Zalamar?
Are we?
I don't think so. Question mark?
I've never been to there.
I heard it's real
don't-
nice this time of year,
It's real
but
nice this time of year.
I don't know
I ain't
that
never
I-
been myself.
I don't know that I make it a habit to ask everyone I am friends with of their extensive, history and background, dear. What are you trying to get at?
Peculiar. You are the six, yes?
Who's asking?
I am.
Well, yes. Why are you inquiring? Based on the question you just asked.
I might have been set up in some manner. See, someone down in the city told me to say hello to you when I pass by. They're your friends.
Oh, use that then.
Strange lady. Blonde hair,
Oh no.
kind of veins on her face that were almost glowing. She was
When did you see her?
a week past. She was
And
whisked
what
away by someone
exactly
else.
did she say?
Hold on. What is going on here? How did they know I was going to run into you? I didn't even know who you were at the time.
Oh my god.
They're quite smart, that's how. Something that seems perhaps you are not. So you saw them a
Selendai,
week
you
ago.
set me up, haven't you? I don't know what the hell is going on.
If you'll recall, he was desperately trying to get us out of here a moment ago.
There's no
I wouldn't really
setup
redirect
here.
to him.
Curious.
Coincidences happen all the time. What exactly did they say?
So, what pretense am I going to be telling you this?
Well, the pretense once again, dear, is that you walked with 3 of your compatriots, all fully armed, into the encampment
Yes.
that
We collect
we
debts.
are in charge of. You waltzed in to Master Salandra's office as if you owned the place that, well, we own. We're quite short with us. Again, we own it. For the paltry sum of 3,000 gold. That seems to be the make or break point for you. So if we give you 3,000 gold to settle Master Salandra's debts, tell us what that person told you. And
can
if you
agree to that.
lie, my friend here points at Carlisle, you'll be able to tell quite easily.
You pay the debts, I have no reason to lie.
Fine. But then realizes she doesn't carry really any gold around and is just like,
Looks
"Ow,
at other
I
people.
I love
I
the
don't
visual
even-
of that. Fine. Gestures to everyone else. Well,
yeah, just like
Guys, I don't think we have that money just
I
lying
do.
around.
I have 3,000 on me
still.
right now.
I have
1,000.
But I haven't been paid
And I
back
have
for the
1,000.
carriage yet.
I know you haven't, right? I have that written down.
V doesn't
I've
care.
got like 1,000.
But I'm keeping track.
Bree cares.
Well, I've got pocket change. Let me see. Here's 1,000. Just pulls it out. It's like I don't.
You pass it back to
Fine.
the
500
drow.
towards it.
You can't. You're not here.
What?
Yeah, he was waiting back.
Morgane power RP'd
That's
you
true.
to stay
I
back.
power gamed him to stay back and.
Oh my
work with his
God.
friend.
That's what Morgane
You should do that
meant
in
when
every
Morgane
situation, by
was
the way.
like,
Anytime you guys go
"We
into a
got
fight,
this."
Desmond, you just stay back.
I like though that Desmond didn't really
No, it was a
realize
sweet
that
moment.
just
It was a sweet
came
moment.
with anyway.
It seemed
So I was
fucked
like,
up to like
Yeah,
have him
bro.
come with us when he was trying to do the
Dealing
thing.
with trauma, yeah.
Trying to
yeah,
like
Yeah.
process shit.
So I was like,
yeah.
we got this.
yeah.
I don't.
I
Does
can hand
anybody
over
else
the
have any in their
remainder.
pockets?
I can put down 1,000.
Oh
Sure.
shit. Okay. I'll put down the last. What is it? 500?
Okay.
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 it'd be.
Because Desmond's not here.
Yeah.
Desmond
Yeah,
tried to
so
put down
1,000
500,
to
but
us.
he
Sorry, my
So
bad.
you
it was
threw,
imaginary money.
He passed
Okay,
by
I put down
the
1,000.
gold.
Yep,
He
Shane,
just
I got you, bro.
kind of passed it all across to the the two drow who counted through. Gonna give him a nod, I guess. Sandro, you do have fortunate friends. Looks up towards your group. Oh, about a week or so passed. Time moves a little differently down there, but give or take. I was in Draz Alamar, one of the many towns that is run by the Peck. And I was passing down the street, wandering here, collecting a different debt elsewhere. As I passed, a strange individual who stood out like a sore thumb in the town. Blonde hair, veins that almost glowed in the dark. She was walking around smiling at all the mushrooms in the area. Spoke with an accent I wasn't familiar with. She stopped for a second, looked me dead in the eye. Which most don't down there. And she took my hand, shook it, and said, her voice, say hello to the six from me. They're my friends. Before another hooded individual grabbed her by the shoulder and pulled her away, beckoning her to be quiet and come with them. Honestly, kind of nods up to the Dwarga. My friend here almost put hands on them, but I shunned it. I found it rather charming. And strange at the time. I'm curious. I didn't know who the six referred to. I thought maybe it was a vague threat. An enemy of the Peck of some kind. And when I found out that it was a venturing group, I was expecting to, well, maybe these adventurers have been hired to come down and deal with me in our home, but here I am here. And you all look clueless as to the situation, meaning that something else is going on. But the two of them were journeying into the halls. They're preparing for something. They had some items and individuals. They popped into one of the charm shops nearby. Buying some sort of magical items, I'm not sure. We traded all sorts down there in Draz Alamar. And they were heading into the depths of the Underdark. Further than most go. Not a good place to go.
Sorry, how long ago was it?
About a week, he said.
Wait, how do you know where they were heading?
Draz Alamar is a straight line. The town is built on a plateau heading rather up or down. Most don't go down. Only those who are experienced enough. They were heading down.
Yeah, they are experienced enough.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you don't seem very smart.
Let's
so
let
that
him
tracks.
think that. I don't like that he knows that he's curious at all about Spring's fortune-telling abilities here. Making me nervous.
Well, divination exists in the world.
True.
Right? So,
I just don't like the way he was like, how did she know?
how did she know
Could I make
that?
money from this?
Hmm.
Maybe I should pursue hunting them down.
Maybe he
vibe.
should go into the Underdark.
Oh,
Dude,
I
I
He'd
implore
explode. It's
them
fine.
to hunt Spring down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean,
please
right?
hunt
You
Spring
know
down.
what?
That only
That's
ends one
fair.
way.
That's true.
Well, good. I must go. There's much to be had down in the Underdark. Things are shifting. He kind of stands and goes, Sandro, hopefully never see you again. And nods his head. The feeling is mutual. He kind of turns towards you and goes, if you don't mind me slipping by.
Above board.
Pulls a hood over his head.
What was the situation with the spellbound, the duder in the orb that we have?
been
He's an
ages.
ambassador.
Didn't that
He's
have
an
to do with the
ambassador
peck
of the
somehow?
peck.
I think
Yeah.
it did, yeah.
He was.
Yes.
He is an ambassador.
And he was like,
of
if you
the
bring
peck.
me back to the peck, then they'll owe
and
you
he
one.
said, yeah. We asked him like why he thought he was, you know, whatever, and he was like, I think I was being taken to give info, be used as leverage or whatever. And then he told us, well, I could like put you in touch with an associate. Here's like what we do or whatever. And like, he said, I found my notes as well. I don't just remember all this, but he said the Peck is a society for those who were subjected to domination and servitude to an elder brain, mind flayer device creature long ago. Beholder was one of the leaders, dreamed death kiss.
Forgot about
death
all
was
this.
drained by the brain,
Episode
killed
10.
Death Kiss, but died. People are free. He represents them on the surface. This happened 500 years ago. It's more than a force. They trade in everything. If he comes to harm, the Peck will take it personally. And then we were like, well, we'll just go back into your orb so you don't die.
Right.
Like you're
And
safe
then you
in there.
forgot about him for
And then we were like,
months.
And then we were like, you're sure we'll find some Peck for you, right? But then we haven't really found any.
Well,
So we couldn't
no,
just
I
give-
think more specifically, Carlisle was like, I don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and we've more ran into Solion, and so we didn't really want to give them because they're the like rival gang. So we didn't
Yes.
want to give this guy like he seemed okay. So we weren't gonna just be like, let's give you to the rivals and maybe they'll
Yeah.
like murder you or whatever.
Should
so
we
now
give
this is kind
him-
of the first chance we've had. I mean, Andrasa has this dude in her bag the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, she just if we want
Might
to,
be-
we certainly
Do we
can.
remember his name? What was his name?
It's
Zopesh.
Zopesh, I do.
Zopesh.
If you don't mind. He
Um,
pulls up his head.
One
That's
moment,
what I-
please, sir.
Yeah, I think Tack would sort of refuse to move. Wait, one moment. I think we might have
Would you
some.
just wait a moment, dear?
Tack will look at Andrasa and sort of hold out a hand.
She
Morgane's
goes into
actually
her
blocking
bag.
the exit to the tent with raw aura as well. Anyway, so
she
Roar,
she
if you
pulls
will.
the she pulls it out, the spellborn out.
It's in the encasement, right? So you'd have to undo the case again.
Yeah.
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 Because he'd be looking confused at first, and then see the.
I believe this might be of interest to you, dear.
And how did you come across him?
Quite a lot in our travels. But I just turned the page and now I don't remember. But Andrasa would. We
I mean, we don't have to tell the
Found-
truth.
him wherever and tells him how
Let me
we found
grab it.
it.
You'd found him, I believe, in the spider cave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
spider
say.
cave.
That was when
Oh,
we were
that's
doing
right.
those, all that early
right.
shit.
Actually, he's in a,
That's right.
a spider cave, dear. Lots of spiders. Some had horns. They honked a little bit. It's very strange.
I
Zopesh?
spoke with him. Zopesh, yes. And he said
Yes.
that if we could help him get back to you, that maybe we could have a bit of a kind of relationship.
How was that his hand? You kind of
Hands over.
he takes it, undoes it fully, lifts out the orb. Zopesh. Can you hear me? The kind of it glows for a second. Ah. So I'm not confined to there for too long. Ambassador, we thought you dead. We're around prying eyes. We should speak in private. He hands over to the drow. And Zopesh goes quiet immediately and puts it into his clothes. Are you to be here another day?
Perhaps.
I will return with some sort of reward, or at least conversation once I've spoken to my higher-ups.
Then we will stay a day.
Once we confirm everything, if what you say is true, then the pack owes you some gratitude.
Oh, wait. Here. There was a note with him, right? She hands over the note, too.
I'd have to find that, yeah.
Good memory.
It was the one pass, essentially, to trade him.
Yeah. That said, like, meet me, under the tree at midnight on the 4th day of the whatever, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's going to read it and kind of roll up to himself and goes, "It is good to make a friend of the pack. May we leave?"
Okay, it'll move to the side.
Nods his head, and the group kind of meander out. The Dwarga keeps like eyes staring at you the whole time, Morgane, just keeps kind of quiet, and then wanders out. And the group heads off towards the kind of mountainside, where they likely have an entrance into the Underdark, leaving you alone. And before we wrap up,
Tilt
as
head at Selendro. Come on, dude.
just because we have a really hard out, I try.
No, I know.
The choice then is of 5. I ask you, you can tell me in the DMs and stuff where you're going, but some idea of it would be good so I can prep some more. But yeah, and you can check with Tomato as well. But yeah, try and get to me in the next day or so. But your 5 options as they kind of stand are: hunting in the Underdark, looking for Selendai and Spring; going towards the Dread Vault to see the darkness there; or the vault under Owl till dusk to confront whatever blood has planned. Or do you go to Expedition in the wake of death, or southward to Starcloak to look into the truth behind Desmond's past? 5 roads, 5 things to do, 5 great decisions to make, and you can make them before we head out next time. And we'll leave everything there for tonight. Thanks everyone for playing.
Yay!
And I know it's a heavy RP session, so you have lots and lots to do. But yeah, if you want to decide that next couple of days, so I can actually sit down and prep in depth wherever you go next, because I can tell you right now, I don't have all 5 done yet. So let's go ahead and do some shout-outs so we can shoot you guys off. Let's start around. Let's go OG side this time and go around that way. Do you want to shout yourself out?
Hi, I'm OLG. I do stuff on the internet sometimes, and you can be there at the same time as I do things. I am responsible for the hard stop because I'm on my way to a wedding. So shout out to my cousin who's getting married.
Congratulations to your cousin.
Congratulations, cousin.
Hey!
Congrats.
Shayne.
Hi, I'm Shayne. I almost talked while muted, but I didn't. What a doozy of a lore
Good
episode.
save.
Holy.
Yeah, you got a chunk, didn't you?
Yeah. This week, I'm going to try No Man's Sky because apparently a really good update came out for it. And I figure, hey, I like space games.
That's
It's a
good.
good game.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
So I'm excited to try this new update.
Sick. Bree.
Hi, I'm Bree Bun. I'm currently going through Cyberpunk for the first time. I am early on in the DLC now. I have not beat the base game yet, so probably sometime this week, maybe late this week, we might be coming towards the end of our experience. So if you want to catch that, head over to my channel.
Sick. Tomato, it's his birthday today. Everyone go and check him out when he's next live. He's feeling very poorly today, which sucks being unwell on your birthday. So give him much love. But you can find him on twitch.tv/tomato. In the end, he didn't have to do the shout. Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Twitch.tv/Strippin. Yep. That's, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. Go check Sam out. It's just, sorry, man. So, Dodger.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hi, gang. Normally I'm on cam. Thanks for letting me be a mushroom today.
That's so good.
Everyone insisted it would be better than not being
I
on
loved it.
cam.
That's exactly how we said it too. We were like, actually, it would be better than
Yeah.
seeing you.
I mean,
Just
it
just
looks
be
great,
better.
right? So on the days where you're like,
It
"Oh, I
does
can't
look
do
good.
cam,
Thanks.
slap that bad boy and it looks great.
Will do. Thanks, gang. I'm Dodger. I just got done with a big subathon situation. I'm taking a couple days off. I'll probably be back on Wednesday. We still haven't played the re-release of Off, which I'm very excited to do. Indie classic bullshit. But yeah, come hang
Sick.
out. Twitch.tv/Dexbonus.
Sick. Well, there's a Patreon if you want to see behind the scenes stuff goes up on there. See some lore drops and whatnot. Otherwise, come on by this week. I'm going to be discussing a little plan I've got for the end of September because all the September, etc. So I'm doing a little bit of a choose your own adventure with chat. So if you want to hear more about that, come out tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back next week for episode 80 as the next arc starts. They've got 5 kind of chapters to go down, and then after that, there's only a couple more. And we're in the kind of like final portions after those 5. So, but those 5 are pretty significant. So, whatever one you choose, we'll get into the depths of it. So, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. See you later. Bye.
Bye.